Are you muted?
Hello and welcome to the Pen and Paper Pod, everyone. We are back, and get ready. It's time. We are on to the high seas, ya matey. Welcome. I'm joined here today with 7 souls doomed to hunt the lands of Revon unbound. Actually, 5 souls, because 2 of our other souls are currently missing. By 7 souls doomed to hunt the lands of Revon unbound by their own mortality, their only rest and solace determined by their capacity for suffering. First among these doomed souls, we have the return of the eldritch sniper Sikes, played by the wily Tanner. Welcome back, Tanner. Are you ready to get on a boat?
Hell yeah. Always ready on the boat, man.
That's good, because you're already on the boat, because the players moved you along from last week. So you didn't even have to fight blackguards. It was great. I used your Eldritch Blast once for comedy effect. It was great. Also joining us this week is the pale grave cleric. Sorry, pale grave cleric, Silver, played by the kind Chesh. Nailed it, right? In one.
It's me. You did.
And sitting in his natural environment, the slow-walking, fast-drawing turtle, Sniff, played by the stalwart Justin. Are you ready to take on to the high seas? You ready for this? You're muted. That was a very inopportune moment to be muted. I'm just kidding.
Okay, yes, I have been waiting for it. I am excited. Sniff has been waiting to get the salt on his skin again.
Yeah, there's no salt in the bog, but we'll get back to that. Anyways.
That's fine. He doesn't need to know that.
He does not need to know that. I'm just gonna throw that down his throat for the rest of this campaign. No, yeah, we're also joined here by the ancient and crotchety life cleric Liv, played by Karina.
Get off my deck.
The Awakened, and we're also joined, last but not least, the Awakened Wolf turned Fist of Death, Alpha, played by the Stoic Max, or the Murderous Max. How about that? That works.
It depends on the mood.
Unfortunately, Savannah is going to be stuck with seasickness, so I just want to go up, we'll do a quick recap from last week. Previously on the Pen and Paper Pod, our Outlanders have, unbound by death, have made their way to the second cardinal beast, the Black Tier hags, who take joy in disfiguring the populace of Blackwater and the lake at large. Our unfortunate Outlanders managed to run afoul of the city officials, having pointed a gun in the Mayor Quartang's face, and also throwing a knight of the paladin of the Heart Tree overboard on a ship to save themselves. They have been since thought to use Sniff's connections to board a ship, the Proditio, which they will be traveling out, and they have, after a run-in with the city guard, Blackguard, in which they managed to capture an excellent chainsaw sword, they landed on the deck of the Proditio, which is now slowly drifting out of the harbor. You stand on the deck of the Proditio, which is, again, kind of like a 2-story, kind of more of a flat bottom style sailing ship. It needs a flat bottom and able to navigate kind of the areas of the bog and kind of the lower water areaways. You see that there is a kind of 2 decks associated, and it has a large front, fore and aft castle, and it has 2 sailing masts. It's a 3-masted ship, but one of them is primary steering mast, and then it has 2 front masts. You see, what's up, Katie?
Are you okay if I finish this, or do you want?
Yeah, go to town.
Love you, sorry.
No worries. So you see that as you enter the boat, Garlic Boy is already trying to crawl up the foremast as you guys come up. He's actually just going to go up there and chill in the crow's nest. You see around it that there's passengers, as well as Captain Short Paul Gold, who is taking up the helm. All over the ship, there's a lot of commotions as you guys are putting out to sea. You have sailors have kind of gotten things away, and so they're just kind of casually steering along as they go. But as you go, you're able to see that kind of in the distance, you see that they're kind of entertaining some of the passengers. You hear people are below the deck, and yeah, in the front, just ahead of the forecastle with the ballista on it, you see that Bonjamin is being pet by a raven hair woman. Behind you, you see that you're kind of on the mid castle area, or on the low, kind of like the low swab deck. I did look up ship names, but I'm not sure how useful they'll be if I didn't make everyone else learn ship terminology. But as you sit there, yeah, you guys are on the boat of the Proditio that's slowly drifting out of the harbor.
I think Liv's just gonna go find a seat and get comfy on the deck
As you
that
get
she's
up,
on.
Liv, you see Savannah like stands up, bolt upright as the ship begins to rock, walks right over to the side, and Ralph's over the side of it, just directly over the side. And you hear, yeah, never been on a boat there, lassie? She Ralph's over the side, and mid-Ralph throws a middle finger to the captain. I don't want to play Savannah's character for her. I don't know that Savannah would throw a middle finger, to be honest with you. She's like way too nice. But yeah, she's going to become very, very ill. Mayhap you guys should take her down to your cabin. You're on the second deck, forward of the cannons.
Will do. And I'm just
Yeah.
gonna walk her
Yeah.
down there, kind of laughing.
I'll walk with you guys.
If you try to, as you guys get on either side of her, I'm gonna pull our. Yeah, as you're doing this, you're gonna get on Sniff, Liv. You'll get on either side of you. Go ahead and roll a quick dexterity saving throw to not get your boots Ralphed on, as she's just very sick.
Saving throw, you said?
Yeah.
14.
That's a 17.
Yeah, both of you managed. She's not trying to hit you. You managed to easily kind of do it. You're able to head down to the. You see that there's stairs to the back here, which takes you down to the deck floor below, and you guys end up kind of in this main cabin area, which you see is on either side are 5. This is the foreground where there's 5 individual cannons on each side. You see that there's a bunch of sailors down here. One in the corner is playing a game of darts with daggers, and he's just throwing darts at he's throwing daggers at a board, just hitting it casually there. And there seems to be a little bit of betting going on around it. Two of the sailors are across each other on deck too. They're also playing blackjack over the games, and yeah, you guys can see at this forward cabin area. As you guys push forward, you're able to see that your cabin has been set up. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 hammocks in here, but it's been set aside for your use. And there is a barrel of water that has a label on the side of it that's in Thieves' Camp.
Can we see if we can get Savannah to read that? Or is she just down for the count?
Sorry, Savannah, I do apologize. Yeah, but she throws up, just missing the barrel, and you guys are able to kind of roll her over with a bucket into one of the hammocks, which begins to swing, which makes her vomit more. She's not having a good time of it.
I'll go ask one of the sailors or look around this room and see if I can find a bucket for her.
Are you there? You old bag. What can I do for you?
She'll kind of like look side to side, like looking around the room. And you got a bucket around here?
Bucket. So we got somebody that got a sea legs underneath it, eh?
Yep.
It's busted just let her walk it, sleep it off. You want me to give her something so that she's I don't know why this sailor's turning Australian. You want me to give her something so that she'll be out for a bit?
No, just a bucket is all.
Suit yourself. And he picks up a bucket, turns out some black powder just loosely onto the deck, just pours it out like explosive powder, and just hands you a bucket that smells like Sniff's pistols.
Great. I'll set it next to Savannah's cot. Here you go.
You
Feel
set it down
better.
into. She like rolls over.
I'll cast guidance and then head out. It doesn't smell hot in here.
Yeah. Savannah would tell you that the barrel is holy water.
Oh.
That's exciting.
Okay. Then I will make sure the door is shut, bleed in the water, and then go tell my people.
Yeah.
And everybody else.
Everyone, does anyone not want to set their save point to the barrel in the place?
I'd like to. I'm just not there yet.
I'm just gonna allow you to do it right now.
Yeah, I'll do it.
We don't need to have everybody
I'll do it.
filter down to the cabin to do this. Like, we'll just all right. Unless anyone specifies otherwise, but at this moment, everybody's bleeding in the barrel on the proditio, so I'm just setting everybody there, including Savannah. You can fight. You are the only one that can fight me next week, Savannah, if you want to say no. Yeah. As you guys are pulling along, yeah. What do you guys want to do? You also see that in the back part of the cabin, you see that there are bunk beds, and you see that there's actual. There's people from the Soul Runner. Actually, you see one of the women from the that was on board the Soul Runner, one of the keeper cultists.
I'll probably try to avoid people and head back up.
Yep. You're able to easily get back up to the top. You and Sniff both if you'd like.
Yeah. No need to start the trouble.
I think one silver goes down to bleed into the barrel. He's going to take this quiet moment to cast Sending to check on Professor Arkham.
What do you say?
Just checking in.
Oh, yeah.
Are you still alive? What's been happening? Tell me everything.
The prison is being moved around from place to place on the basis of the stars I can see out through the sky. We just lost somebody. Who do we lose? Justin?
Yeah,
What?
looks like. There he is.
Something wrong, Justin?
No, I don't know why that happened.
No worries. It didn't mess anything up. Perfect. Yeah. My prison's being moved around. I'm told I overheard some guards say that Ezra isn't in the north currently. He wouldn't say Ezra, he'd say the Baron.
Yep.
Yeah. He's like, if you can get me out of here, I may starve to death.
Well,
Gotcha. Yeah. So you guys are up on the deck. You can go talk to Shortpaw Gold. If anyone wants to climb the sails and talk to Garlic Boy, you can also interact with the sailors, play any games, card games that you want to play, or any other games that you'd want to take a look around. You can also learn how to sail a ship if you want to talk to Shortpaw Gold or do anything along those lines. You can also go talk to Bonjamin, who is being petted and is on his back and getting belly pets on the front of the forecastle of the ship.
Oh yeah, I definitely want to go talk to our dog.
Who's going
Hey
with...
Sikes, do you want to come with?
Yes, absolutely. We have to talk to the mayor. He's gotta get back to his duties.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
His people need him.
Yes.
Alright, you guys are able to travel forward. You have to travel through the... You see that the forecastle is actually locked. So there's like a room on top of the ship in the middle of things, like the forecastle, and it's actually locked on one side, so you can't get in there. But you can go up over the top and hop down a rope ladder to where they are on the prow of the ship. And as you approach it, you see that Benjamin's gonna look up and regard you and go back to like having his tongue roll out of his mouth as he's just getting his belly rubbed.
That looks like he's enjoying himself.
Hello there.
Yeah.
Alpha, please go ahead.
Oh, yes.
Can I
people
help you with
skills,
something?
My specialty.
Oh, he's talking to Benjamin. All right.
I think the lady's approaching us.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I guess
She's poting Benjamin. You guys are approaching her. She doesn't know that you're here for the dog. That's not her first instinct. You know?
My bad, then.
Okay, I'll call out to Benjamin. Benjamin! Oh, this is the last place I expected to find you. You're very resourceful.
You know this dog?
Oh, excuse you. That is the mayor.
Oh, Are you
He
a
holds
normal
office.
person?
Yeah, of course he is. And that there is the mayor of our town of Fearington, so put some respect on his name.
Okay,
Yeah.
well, you seem to be approaching a conversation with outlandish notions. I mean, this is a dog. A dog can't be a mayor.
Hold the phone. That is a mayor, first and foremost.
Should have his badge. Or no, I guess not. Oh, we have a badge for you, Benjamin. There you go.
How is this lovely canine supposed to like? And again, fabulous canine. But like, how is he supposed to go about making public policy? I feel like this is a bad idea.
Well, hold on, man. You're looking way too deep into it. He's more of a figurehead. We actually make the policy here, but we need him as the mayor.
People love him.
Rampant.
People love him.
He would probably work in a system of rampant corruption. Yes, that makes sense.
I mean, he currently does, but we'll neither here nor there.
Yes, she does.
It's a beautiful
Yes, he
place to village
does,
to visit.
good boy. She'll keep rubbing his belly.
But Benjamin, I'm glad you're here. I hope you can please continue to accompany us as you should go back to Fearington, probably immediately for your duties. I'm still I'm talking to the dog and not to her.
But she's gonna she's gonna roll over, and Benjamin's gonna roll over and look at you quizzically, and he's gonna bark. Hold on, 1 second. Sorry, everybody. The woman's going to cast a spell, and then she's going to bark back at Benjamin as she casts Speak with Animals. And she's going to turn to you. I don't think he wants to go back to Farrington at the moment. Is that what you're telling him he needs to do, or what was your preference for him?
I mean, we're not saying at the moment, but it definitely is soon. Like
Yes, it
the
is kind of a
paperwork's
boat. Are you saying this dog is required for paperwork to get done?
Oh, okay. Again, ma'am, you're looking way too far into it.
I clearly.
Home.
I'm clearly thinking this entire situation more through than either of you ever have, so I'm just, you know.
Oh, no need for that. We just want to get our mayor back.
I'm in nothing. Yes, absolutely. You don't own him, you know that, right? Like.
It's not so much that, but we want him to come home.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, if he'll go with
But
you,
he-
then. She gives a short, sharp bark, and he barks back, and he'll kind of get up, shake off, and come back over by you. He's just with you guys. He's gonna go in between you, looking for pets.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, definitely pets.
Yeah.
All the pets.
No.
Oh yeah, I'll get him some rations. Some of the good stuff.
You both seem quite strange. You have a way with animals, though, I will say.
Well, Alpha here, he's a natural with animals.
How did you come across Benjamin?
Well, it was honestly quite strange. I was in Blackwater for my own reasons, and I saw this. He was just walking along the street, and I happened upon him, and I had my own reasons for following an omen, as they say. And she looks down. A grim omen, as they say.
Interesting.
Does
May I
have a lot
inquire
of
as to
people.
your names?
I'll look at Sikes. Should we tell her?
I don't really know her.
Yeah.
She's gonna bark a couple of times, and Benjamin will bark back, and it'd be like, ah, Alpha and Sikes. Thank you for introducing us, Benjamin.
Snitch?
Yeah.
Benjamin kind of like looks up at you, like, and just gives you like an eye, like one of those dog eyes, like those like, you know, when a dog is just looking at you, like, really.
Come on, Fearington Knights for life. Let's go. You can't be betraying us like that.
Yeah.
He chuffs
Yeah.
and like looks down.
Well, then, yes, you know our names. I am, in fact, Alpha, and he is Sikes.
I am Raven.
Oh, well, nice to meet you, Raven. Clearly, if Benjamin likes you, you must be some kind of worthy person.
Clearly, if the DM has put this much time into introducing a character, it may be that. No, I'm just kidding.
I mean, she's talking to Benjamin, which is, I mean, it sent Ange riling every time she tried.
Well, Ange reached into his mind. She's doing speak with animals, so she's not like, it's not telepathic technically.
Let's see.
Um,
So
yeah,
Raven, what brings you on this ship? Where are you headed?
I don't know.
Well, that's fun.
you just end up on ships?
Well, not typically. Mostly when I'm following my omens, and my omen was to follow the dog, and the dog ended up on the ship, and so I got on the ship.
Oh. Well, look at that. Serendipitous.
I
Yeah.
know. And now I've met you. Interesting.
Mm-hmm. And what a pleasure it is.
Absolutely. Would you be able to tell me your star signs, or are you Revenites?
I don't. I looked at Alpha. What is she talking about?
Ah,
I don't know.
We're
two
Revenites.
strong, strapping lads, unconcerned about the fates and the movements of the heavens. I understand. I understand very well. You go along
get it.
with your dog, who is your mayor. I'm certain his rule will be good because he's. And she's gonna bark
He's
a
such a
couple of
good
things.
boy.
She's gonna bark a couple of things, and Benjamin's gonna like do like this doggy bark laugh.
Yeah, people love them, so we have to keep it back. But Raven, it seems like you don't have to know anywhere you're going. Why don't you come hang out with us, or better, travel back to Fearington with Benjamin? Fearington's always looking for new citizens.
I feel the winds of fate have swept me here, or I suppose I should say tides on a boat. And I think we'll see where it comes of it, but maybe eventually we will go there.
Well, and I hope your fate. Well, I don't know what to say. I hope it's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, pleasure meeting you.
Yeah.
Pleasure to meet you too. May you not live to see the end of this world.
Yeah.
Well
Sure.
put.
Charming lady.
She's
on,
gonna
Benjamin.
go back to the forecastle, and she's gonna go back to the prow and just sort of like sit against like the front of the boat, just like right out on the line.
Don't jump in. The water is cold.
She's like, well,
Where
obviously
live-
I would become a fish if I jumped in.
Oh, are you a druid? I have
Yes,
more
I
questions
am.
suddenly. That explains how you can speak to animals.
Correct. My mother taught me the knowledge.
I imagine it's going to become pretty useful.
Liv,
Why-
you were
why do you-
speaking up. Just go ahead, Sax, actually.
I was just wondering if I could hear from where I am their conversation.
I think probably you. I mean, there's probably wind and sails, so it's probably a little bit loud. But I think ultimately you probably can hear somewhat, if that's okay.
Okay.
Raven, why do you follow the omens if you're a druid? I mean, do you feel like druids could go anywhere?
Well, I don't follow omens because I am a druid. I am a druid and I follow omens.
Any omens that lead you down a bad path? Bad.
I am attempting to forestall prophecy, so ultimately I think my endeavors are doomed.
It's a glass half empty kind of a situation.
Yeah.
Yes. Especially for everybody, since everyone in Revon is concerned inside the context of this foretelling.
I'm gonna tap Sikes. She has a bird name.
Oh, you're right. What's this prophecy that you seem to know?
That the world of Revon will end. Again.
It's already ended once before.
I don't know the specifics, but the shape of the prophecy given by my mother was that the world of Revon will end again, and I seek to forestall that ending by following the omens she laid before me.
Where is your mother from?
I am to seek a grim animal, and I should follow it to meet up with 6 strangers whose hearts are empty of law.
Your mother sounds like a very wise person. Where is she
My
from?
mother's Caitlin. She's a Revonite. She lives in I suppose Necropolia, and she runs a shop there, a potion shop, with her 2 sisters.
Can I do an insight check on that as I'm listening?
Yeah, go ahead.
That's 10.
Seems legit to you. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just
Hard to
joking.
hear. Seems cool.
Yeah, it's hard to insight check somebody at the front of a ship from like the back, the other half of
Yeah.
the ship.
Yeah. And it was worth a shot.
And your father? Where is he
Is
from?
that Karina? Karina is like 100% sure this is a hack.
Don't trust anyone.
I never knew my father. Seems an awkward question. By what providence do your parents live?
Oh, my parents died many moons ago.
You did?
Yeah,
Oh,
we
so
don't
sorry.
live the longest lives.
She's going to kind of quirk an eyebrow at you. Sikes, sorry, Alpha, are you? And this is a strong question because I want it to mechanically be there. Are you, when you're in man shape, trying to hide the providence of what you are?
Not like
Actively, right?
yeah, not actively.
I would let you make deception checks to appear more human to her, but as a druid, she's going to see signs of what you are.
All right, I'll do a deception check.
Specifically in the mannerisms of things you say, like the way you talk about moons and not dates or 10 days and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
And also just your wild... You are a wild man, so deception 14.
14 seems.
Okay. Yeah. Indeed. Sorry to hear about your parents, Alpha.
Oh, it's okay. They lived full lives in the forest, hunting, gathering.
Noble. Many have lost the way.
Oh, right.
They don't know that a simpler life is more appealing.
Yes.
Live, he's Sikes. What the fuck, live? Out, he's Sikes.
Well, they swapped names,
Yeah,
or
we
they
swapped.
pretended to. And then Alpha just responded to
Oh,
Alpha.
did they do that? Oh my god, my bad.
so much for that.
Deception failed.
Darn. Wait, I'm gonna tap out the shoulder. Wait a minute. There's 6 of us. You don't think?
It's too much of a coincidence. I'll whisper. She doesn't know who her dad is. If only we had a way to see if it was the death god.
Oh, the death god. Yeah.
Are you guys whispering? Like, how whispering are you?
Yeah.
Oh no! I'm not whispering to you.
Like,
soft.
like, are you like
Like right
having
in
a
front of her.
conversation with her? Is her dad a death god? Like,
I said I was whispering.
okay, cool.
Yeah.
Well, Raven, I don't wanna like fuel the fire here, but I mean, there's 6 of us that you met on the spot. Oh, there's 4 more of us, by the way, in our little party. But there's 6 of us. Your fate might be right.
I saw you arrive. Your poor companion. I'm told it's a common occurrence for first-time sailors.
Yeah, but Silver's like that with everybody.
But didn't you arrive with a boy with a head made of garlic? Wasn't there 7?
Oh, I thought you were talking about the pale one. No, yeah, that garlic boy is pretty fucked up.
Oh yeah, and he's with you.
I mean, as much as you are.
Yeah, we only just met him.
It's true. I find it interesting to chase any prophecy, because who could be said to be a group of people all together? Is it a family? Is it a close friends? Is there a random cast member that shows up and makes it 7 and ruins all my prophecies every once in a while? That could happen. Thank you, Val. No, I'm just kidding.
Does your prophecy say anything about a cat?
A cat?
Yes. You've met our dog. We also travel with the cat.
No, I was supposed to track a grim omen, which I interpreted as a grim, which is a big black dog. Again, I could be in the wrong place. It's happened before.
You could, but
Yeah.
coincidences are coincidences.
I chased a big black dog into the forest the other day. It didn't end up well, so we'll see how this goes.
Been there.
One must be strong to avert the end of the world.
We'll come back with us. Get off with the bow. And let's go meet the rest of our team.
Oh,
Your
Okay.
story would definitely interest them.
is there a reason why you would like me to meet them, or is there? I suppose.
Well-
Are you suggesting you're the 6 or the 7 in this case?
I mean, I don't want to toot my own horn here, but we're pretty great.
Yes. I bet you believe you're the center of everyone's prophecy, don't you?
Usually when they're right.
She's gonna pat your shoulder. Sure, fella. You're great.
Sure.
Call someone an egomaniac without calling them an egomaniac.
She's like,
Well, I mean,
okay.
hey,
Love it.
hey, continue following your omens or come with us. I don't know. This stuff's gonna find out.
I need to be open to the universe's energy, and you're spitting out a lot of that specific kind. So let's just try to take it on board, and I'll adjust. Let's go. Show the
You're the
way.
one questioning fate here.
Oh, you're right. You're right. How dare I? Oh.
Go out to the rest of them.
I've had a full Manhattan sitting here the whole time. Anyways.
Everyone, this random passerby on this ship has a prophecy. Well, one, Bonesman was with her, and she has a prophecy. We got Bonesman back though, but she has a prophecy that could be us.
Is this how you introduce everyone else to your party members? You're like, this random lady has a prophecy. I mean, I don't think I came off that weird talking about my prophecy.
He barked at us.
It's true, there was barking.
She's gonna sigh and bark a couple more times, and Benjamin's gonna bark back. She's gonna laugh.
Yeah.
I'll also laugh.
She'll look at you both like, "Oh, sweeties."
But yeah, she was following Benjamin. Benjamin let her hear. Her prophecy says she meets 6 people. It's lining up pretty nicely.
Again, wasn't there 7 of you?
At times, maybe.
I suppose
We
it's
haven't
just
we haven't seen the other.
the notion that if I'm tracking a prophecy and I would find the people and they would know about the prophecy is maybe perhaps a new experience for me. Typically when I talk about prophecies, everybody goes, "Oh, that crazy lady," and then walks away. It's kind of strange to be embraced, to be entirely honest, and like want people to know more information. But sure, whatever you like. And she's going to be like, "I am Raven. It's a pleasure to meet all of you. What are your names?" Is anyone going to
I'm
answer?
Liv.
Oh, lovely to meet you. Lovely to meet you. Always lovely to meet another elfkin. Do you mind?
Sniff.
Sniff? Oh, yes.
You know, Sniff.
Like you sniff things.
You can say that.
Cool. Excellent. Stall. Yes. Okay. She's gonna turn as Silver. Are you down? I see on the map that you're down the way, but you may just not have joined your character there. Who has the feathers? I want to see if she'll react to seeing them. Oh, okay.
I
that's
do.
Alpha.
I have the feathers.
Okay. Silver, I
And
see
they're
your
in my
character.
backpack.
Your character is a little bit away from this. Are you joining them, or what are you doing?
He is smoking a cigarette in frustration.
For edification for your DM, why are you frustrated?
Just like he has so many unknown questions about the
Oh,
things
yeah,
he
yeah,
spoke
yeah.
about with Arkham.
Yeah.
So he's just like, God.
Yeah. Oh,
fucking
yeah, yeah.
damn.
Yeah.
He does that every once in a while.
Benjamin's gonna walk over and put his head underneath your hand and give you and like kind of pet himself on your hand a little bit.
Oh, hello, Benjamin.
He'll bark, and the lady will like look over and then look back. Raven, the woman, will look over because you're about 10 feet away, and then she won't say anything and look back. So, and yeah, he'll sit there and pet, and then he'll kind of nose you like he wants a cigarette. He's just gonna
No. Not for dogs.
he's gonna like jump up and put his paws on your chest and be like, "It's a big
Not
dog."
for dogs.
Yep. Okay. He's gonna chuff and walk away. He's gonna walk back over to the lady and bark at her. She's gonna look up and she's like, "No, you can't have one. Why would you smoke? What?"
I'm told the dog is strange.
He is a mite bit livelier than most, I should say. It is good to meet all of you. And she's gonna say, let me just get names straight. Silver, Alpha, Sikes, Liv, Sniff. And I believe your companion downstairs, according to Benjamin, is Savannah, correct?
God, again, Benjamin.
I am Silver, yes.
It is a pleasure to meet you.
What is this prophecy they speak of?
It was one... First, before I share the notion of prophecy with anyone, I must say I find myself rather stupid for seeking any form of prophecy. Have you much experience with the art?
Loosely.
Well, then you know it's an absolutely frustrating bitch of a behemoth to deal with, and often you cause the thing you do as you're running towards it, so I would not say that I am incredibly intelligent for seeking out my own prophecy on the subject. Just that it seems inevitable that I will have to. So, but before I share this information with you, I must say, if you are a friend, giving you the prophecy may indeed hurt you, but also not giving the prophecy may also cause you distress. You could also indeed be enemies that could use this prophecy against me, but also at the same time could be friends that I could be hurting. So I see all levels of possibility in which this may not be a good use. I would like to know more about you before I would make a decision on such a matter.
Liv innately doesn't like this lady because she used the word omen, and she just doesn't trust anyone at this point as we're going after witchy hags and such. So she's gonna just kind of shake her head and say, if we're your prophecy, then that's up to you to seek us out.
Indeed.
I don't need to tell you anything about us.
Can I look at this woman and use my eyes of the grave to tell if she's undead?
Fuck yeah, you can.
I'm gonna do that.
Can you throw it in chat for me real quick? I'm so sorry.
Yeah, certainly.
I have actually. Yep. Oh, beautiful. So it's just undead, right?
Yeah, just undead.
Yeah.
It's not a paladin divine sense. It's just undead.
100% she is not undead. In fact, you could say she's springing with life. Does that make sense? No. Okay.
I'd like to tap Silver. Can I see one of those feathers you have in your bag?
Why?
I just want to show it to her. I have a theory. Just produce it for a second.
Just for another moment, just to remind you, Silver, hags technically are fae.
Yeah. No, I know.
Yeah, perfect. I just want to make sure that that's not. Yeah. Yeah.
No, I got you.
Are you gonna agree and let him have the feather, Silver?
Are you paranoid?
No, not paranoid. Just I want to see if she knows anything about it. You don't have to necessarily ask her. Just kind of, just bring it out of your bag for a second, and we'll see how she reacts.
Fine. And yeah, Silver
Shit.
will slightly produce a feather.
Shit.
Uh-oh. Did
Oh,
my ability break something?
No, we had somebody posting weird stuff in our YouTube chats, like Kanye West is right, we Habesha is the real Jews. Oh shit, okay.
Just ban him.
Yeah.
Yeah, just random violent racism.
No, just ban him.
I can, I'm not
Easy.
in the YouTube account. I'm trying to figure it out. Hold on.
Oh, GG.
I may be fucked. Sorry.
Justin, can you?
He can do it in
I'm
Twitch.
not.
He doesn't have access. Mayo, bye. Alright, he's leaving, but fuck. Sorry.
Okay, bye.
You posted Cave Beast?
Weird.
Cave Girl? Okay. I am gonna do... You know what? I'm just gonna kill the YouTube... No, I can't kill it. Fuck. I can fix this. Alright, let me fix that, and we're all cool, and... all good. We're all good. Perfect. Jesus. Yeah, if you're on our watching on a YouTube channel, and I can see that a couple people are, go ahead and move on over to our Twitch. You can check out anything anywhere. I'm gonna go ahead and shut the Twitch down in just a moment here, so just be prepared for that, everybody. All good. Yeah.
He means YouTube.
Yes, YouTube. Thank you. YouTube people move to Twitch because YouTube will go away. Perfect. Thank you, Chesh.
Handled.
Yeah. Yeah. So everybody. Sorry, just bullshit distraction. Oh, I hate it so much. Yeah. No, she's Faye, and what are you taking the feather? Are you allowing it? Sorry, back to here.
Yeah, I don't want to like full on give Alpha a feather, but I'll like take my backpack off and like slightly pull it out and then put it in. Like I'll hold it just long enough to see how she reacts, and then I'll put it back in the bag.
She'll look at she'll look at the crow feather, and she'll be like, "Ooh." So she's looking at that, and she's like, she's gonna look around. I'm not an Outlander. You should know that.
Does
Does this mean something to you?
Is this, well, it's one of the feathers from the Outlander god, yes?
Distant relative, maybe?
Of who?
No.
Yourself? Sorry,
You.
what are you asking? What? I apologize. I assume you all are Outlanders, or some of you may be Outlanders based on the feather. I've seen its like before.
We've had run-ins with the Crow King's cronies, and they're wondering if you're related, because you have a bird name.
Snitches everywhere.
And she's going to make eye contact with you, Silver, and she's going to put a hand out on your shoulder, and she's going to be like, "How long have you been traveling with these people?"
24 days.
Are you okay? As she sees you as you're like smoking your cigarette, she's like, I understand that it can be taxing to she kind of looks around, and then she's like, just help the unfortunate, as one may say.
Well, and he'll like take her hand off his chest. It takes a certain patience.
Indeed. Yes, I don't know the god of Outlanders. I apologize if I have some of the same thing. My name is Raven. I have raven feathers. I can turn into a raven, and I don't know anybody that's associated with crows. So, different animals, But I understand why your confusion is. It's okay, guys.
Can we insight this?
Yeah, go ahead.
Where I'm from, ravens are friendly.
Exactly. And crows are assholes.
15.
Yeah, she seems pretty. She doesn't come across as somebody that's extremely deceptive. How about that?
Okay. Well, it was worth a try.
Indeed. If
Maybe we're not
everyone-
the people you're looking for.
I know, I was looking for people with empty hearts, not empty head. Anyways, I think I'm going to go check out the view from up top. It was lovely speaking with you all. I obviously will see you around for the remainder of the trip.
Before you leave,
Yes, ma'am. Sir.
can I ask
Sorry.
you a question?
Of course.
What do you know of the Baron in the north?
The Baron.
That is
Like-
what I asked.
Which Baron? There's the Grainhold Baron, and then there's the one in Castle Gothica. There's, depending on the realm of it, there's several barons in the north.
The one of Castle Gothica, who controls the Moonstone.
Oh, the most powerful of them. I know that he is a terrible, terrible man. I know that it's said that he makes exchanges for use of the Moonstone. Beyond that, I know my mother doesn't like him and has suspicions of him, but I can't just say that I know what they are. Enough that I wouldn't trust the man if I met him.
And who is your mother, if I might ask?
Caitlin. Roll me history.
She.
If you can remember, I will give you advantage, Silver. I'm 100%.
I understand.
This is like 15
I
episodes
came across
ago.
your women. I came across your mother
Oh, you did? I'm
and
sure
her
she...
two sisters.
All three of them? Did they read you prophecy?
Amongst other things.
And she kind of takes a step back. Interesting. This must have been... maybe... 10 days ago, almost, correct?
Amongst the first days of when we arrived, certainly.
It must have been 20 years since last the three of them left Necropolia together. Yes. More pieces are falling into place. Maybe you are who I'm looking for. A pleasure.
Is that going to be a problem?
She'll stop, and you see that she was, a problem? No. I'm here to follow you, and find out where you're going. I think that the dog has led me to you, and now I must follow you to avert the end of the world.
Liv has slowly been making her way over to the strong, sharp harpoon thing on the opposite side of the ship.
Oh,
She's gonna set a hand on that and say, "You're not following us."
Just like, all right, roll me. What do you want to roll?
Or me. She'll say, "You're not following me."
You want to roll intimidation?
She's not intimidating, but I will roll.
Okay.
I am a friend of Raven's. If you wish to follow
18.
us, I have.
She's standing next to a sharp object.
All right. As you do this, Raven's gonna sigh, look at you, Liv, look you up and down, and be like, "Oh, sweetie, you shouldn't play with that. I'm sure there's a lovely home that your loved ones will set up for you somewhere, right? Like, you can play backgammon.
Child,
or
watch your
bridge."
tongue.
Child.
Raven, they've killed people for less.
And also, where's this, like, I say we're the prophecy and I'm an egomaniac, but then Silver says we're the prophecy and, oh, it's gotta be true. Yeah, you're definitely not following us now.
Also, Silva didn't say that she was the prophecy.
But
I was the
but
one
you believed
that
her after,
suggested
after talking to him.
because she
Well, I'm
gave
just saying.
content. You know what? Why am I engaging? And she turns into a raven and flies up into the nest.
She must use that move a lot.
I hate birds. Also, just to add that, Liv and her history of birds.
Oh, that's true. Actually, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like
100%.
Liv is like steaming. She's even more upset.
Tracks. You're like bringing the harpoon gun around and like Sniff's like,
it's like
no.
all of her bad juju goes off.
Not that Sniff would not shoot a raven. He's just like, don't shoot a harpoon gun through the sails.
I think, and I can't remember if it was the ravens or the crows, but I feel like one of them definitely. Maybe it was the crows that attacked her, but
Yeah, you got killed once.
They
by the crow,
were
if I recall.
colorful birds from
Oh,
the
okay.
Minotaur.
Yeah. The Minotaur fight they were all sorts of nature, so it was kind of like a. As
but the
Ed would
ravens were
say.
there to begin with, right?
No, it was crows, and they got
crows.
chased away.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Got it.
Wow, the force
Crows
of
are
just
ugly little shits.
One less hackle.
the force of you guys like seeing a bird name. I love it. All right, yeah. What do you guys want to do?
Silver's gonna continue smoking in frustration.
Sniff is going to walk towards the bow and try and feel the salt on his face and be very disappointed and confused when there's...
Yeah, you come up to the bow and make me a perception check.
Perception... Ooh, I'm 3%. Oh, no, that's a 10. 5
It's
for
not
5.
that difficult, but as you're sitting there, you feel a foul smell comes over your nostrils, and you see a gaseous fog rolling in towards the front of the ship.
Can I look up at the crow's nest? Is anybody taking watch?
You see that you see a raven, which you assume is her, and it's just up in there looking the other way. And you see that Garlic Boy and a sailor is up in the crow's nest. The sailor appears to have made a hammock up there in the sail and is just hanging off kind of one side. He's clearly asleep.
I'm gonna yell to the captain and be like, "Is that normal?"
What you mean, lad? Sorry, that's what you mean, lad. Sorry, that's not Short Paul Gold. Hey, what do you mean, lad?
The cloud that we're heading.
What cloud? Is it green or yellow?
Green.
Bug fog! Everybody get down! Get gas masks on! Everybody now! You see that all the people slide down the rails and start pulling out all these various different kinds of masks out of the side roll head things, and they're gonna open up the center thing, and they're like, "Passengers and non-essentials down into the bay now, now, now!" And they're gonna try to start doing that, and you see the captain is putting on a gas mask, and everyone else is as well. You guys stay on deck, put gas masks, or follow orders and go down?
I'll follow orders and go down.
Yeah, I don't think we have gas masks, right?
No.
You do not. They have like a supply of them, like lifesaver rafts that are literally like in these kind of like wooden trunks along the edge of the rail. Like literally, it's like, you know, what is it? Like not an inner tube. All right, you know what? Just rules. In Revon, we use inner tubes instead of lifesavers. Just that's a rule.
Sure.
We're making. It's just everything is inner tubing. We're tubing in the Lake of Black Tears. You know, everything's been too dark up till now. All right, yeah. So like with the inner tubes and life and like vests and stuff that you see in those normal boat things, you also see that each of them has gas masks, and all the sailors are putting them on. You can grab some, but there may not be enough for the sailors.
I think I'll take Benjamin and lead him below deck.
Yeah. At the sound of the captain screaming orders, I'm gonna grab a gas mask.
Yeah.
It's in my nature.
You actually see the crow fly down into the deck, and everybody heads down into the main deck as you proceed on. Sorry. You're able to see that everybody's heading down into the main deck, and the only person left on board is there. Sniff. You see that all the gas masks, the captain comes up to the things and is like, "All gas masks taken, everybody's good." He comes back over. Boneman's gonna head down into the docks as well. Or, sorry, you guys can all take it down to the... Sorry, I didn't base this great, so you guys just head all down here.
So there are no more gas masks for me, or did I grab them?
You grabbed a gas mask, but you realize that the sailor that's up in the nest is still asleep without a gas mask.
You shouldn't be sleeping. The crow's nest is the most important part.
So are you just gonna leave him?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or
Cool.
lesson.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you have a gas mask on as, and these guys are obviously going down. As you roll in, a green fog comes over the front of the ship. They throw some sort of like rubber stop thing over the middle raft, kind of trying to seal it. They pull in the cannons, and you see that there's almost rubber stops on the edge of the things as they push the shut, trying to airtight seal the ship as much as possible. And there, you guys are all huddled in kind of this stinky area, just sitting, and like you go in there and you realize that Savannah's vomit bucket has overflowed and it reeks inside the main cabin as you guys are all sitting down there. You see the keeper, like the keepers, have come out to see what the commotion is. As you're sitting there, you watch the first of the bog fog roll over the top of the ship as this green fog comes over the top and begins to engulf you, and you're fine as you're sitting there in your gas mask, Sniff. As it rolls over, it feels sticky on your skin, like the actual fog is condensing, and you can tell that it's some form of ingestible poison. and as you're sitting up there, you'll hear. And you look over and you see that the sailor's on top of the thing. He's come out of his hammock on the top raft and he's scratching at his throat, going full total recall as his eyes are just coming out to the things. And almost in less than a minute, you see his eyeballs pop out of his head and he falls from the raft straight down onto the ballista, cracking through one of the bow end stuffs. As he goes through the deck, he just absolutely hits it, almost cracking the bow part and breaking his back as he falls over. The sailor is dead.
Actually, can I revert my choice and go above deck because I don't need to breathe?
How do we know? What's up?
Yeah, you're right. I mean, I'm not disagreeing with you, Chesh. I'm just trying to figure out if, like, a gas fog, is it actual immunity to poison? Use deathless nature. You have escaped death. A fact represent. But yeah, but no, but you have to breathe it in to hurt you. So if you choose not to breathe,
I have resistance to poison damage. And
yeah, I think with resistance,
advantage on saving throws
what I would
against
do,
disease and being poisoned.
It's still difficult. You breathe naturally to talk still, so I think you just need to make an ability check real quick of your choice to, like, not breathe it in. How about that?
Okay. Seems like a con save, so.
I think so. I think it would be that would be natural to try to control yourself. You go deathless and still, and you manage not to breathe it in, and you're able to ascend to the upper decks to the outside nature.
Yep. And as soon as I see the poor sod who dropped, I'm just gonna cast Spare the Dying, and try to throw him below deck. As he is stable.
As you cast Spare the Dying, he immediately dies again as the bog fog takes out. His eyeballs have left his skull, and you are able to restore him, but he immediately dies. You need to drag the body below and try to spare the dying there.
Well, yeah, I cast it and then threw him below deck.
So give me an athletics to try to haul this sailor, unless you want to try to enlist other people.
I mean, do they see what I'm doing? And
yeah,
I'll help her.
They do.
Yeah.
Alright, yeah.
Sykes, if you run over there and try to help
Sniff.
her, you guys are able to throw him below deck, and you can try to take him down and cast Spare the Dying down there and try to save him.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah. You're able to restore
He'll
him.
be blind, but that's a better consequence of sleeping where he shouldn't have been.
Yeah.
Yeah, he'll never get that job again.
Yeah. You run back around and
But he's alive.
yeah, you guys are able to do that, and after a couple minutes, the bog fog will pass, and as it does, Captain will be like, "Bog fog clear! Everybody get your mask down!" He pulls it off, and he's gonna walk over. He's gonna be like, "Who put McGillicuddy in the nest? God's damn! I thought we had all the masks clear." And he's gonna turn and look at you, Sniff, and he's like, "You took a mask, didn't you?"
Yes.
Well, we have a certain amount of masks on board to know that everybody's masked up. That's why we do that. I don't fault you for it, as you grabbed it, and unfortunately it's his fault for being asleep, but all the same, this is a boat. We'd be willing to take your lashes for the punishment of grabbing a mask.
Your crew member is alive.
And also, if it wasn't for me, your asleep crew member would have killed all of the crew.
This is true. I will take this into consideration. On the notion of it, you will not receive lashes. I see a point. If you had not been there, many more may have died. And not just the one. Oh, is he dead? He must be.
No, he's fine. He's blinded, but alive.
Ah. Damn. Well, I see no reason to punish a man that's been blinded. especially one that probably will not be on my crew when he's put back out to port. Shit, this leaves us a man short. You were paying attention. You have the walk of somebody that's been on a ship before.
Once or twice.
I may need you before the end of this. Would you be willing to do work as a sailor under me?
For this trip, one way, sure, but as you know, we all have our agendas to it.
Understood. You've proven yourself a good lookout. I would have you ascend the mast and take the lookout position for the time being. We'll switch you out as best we can.
Aye, Captain. And I will climb up the mast.
Thank you, lad. Yeah, and what does everybody want to do? You guys are all huddled down there, and after the captain's going to pop open the top decks, so he pop opens the hole and be like, all clear! And then literally she's going to fly straight out and back up to the mast. And Benjamin will hop out too as he heads back up. I want to make this clear too, just for this map, because we'll probably be using this map for a little bit more too. This is all one ship, and there's essentially 2 layers. These are the 4 castle rooms, so here and here are slightly raised portions of the deck that require stairs to get up to, and these are the areas in the 4 castles, which include the captain's quarters and table. And then you see that this is the below area, and this is just the sails representation for where you are on the sails. Does that make sense to everybody?
Mm-hmm.
Perfect. All right. The time is now 7:38. We're going to take a quick break for approximately 10 minutes, and then we're going to come back for just a bit here. Yeah, thank you so much. Any questions, concerns, anything? Tubing in the Lake of Black Tears. Yeah, stab things. Thanks, author. Hag. Oh my God, Jesus, Karina, you are so sure. You have been. I you know what's my favorite thing about that? I have scarred you as a player. That's my favorite thing. You trust no one now because of Friar Fear, and I feel accomplished. I feel like this is something I could take away.
There's a lot of reasons she doesn't like hags. She didn't like the first set of 3 hags. She never spoke to them. She never asked their questions. She didn't trust them either. So
yeah,
she just doesn't like hags.
I broke Karina's trust in me. I want to knit something with that in it. Karina does not trust me of my own accord, and I want to put it on a wall. It's my favorite thing, you know? Love. Anyways, from everyone here at the Pen and Paper Pod, we're going to be back in roughly 10 minutes. It's 7:40 now, so we'll be back at 7:50. From everyone here at the Pen and Paper Pod, thanks for listening. We'll be back shortly.
That cute fluff ball.
Hello and welcome back to the Pen and Paper Pod. We're gonna get back on here cranking. We are on the proditio, searching for the layers of the 3 black hags. Sorry, black tier hags. The black tier hags. Yeah, there we go. As we're traveling out into the lake of black tears, by which the hags take their name, you guys are just met a lovely, interesting lady. And yeah, and Sniff has been keel-hauled and is now part of the crew and is serving up in the crow's nest, which I'm going to move you over there, Sniff, wherever you are. There you go. Yeah, you're in the Sniff. Yeah, Garlic Boy's up there with you. He's like, sup? Sup?
I will not be sleeping.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a passenger. I can sleep if I want, but I won't either. Is that cool?
Good. More eyes.
Absolutely. I don't have eyes, but I got blind sense. It's really cool, actually. But I can't see very far away. That's the only thing. It's like a 30-foot range. So I know everything that's happening around the bulb of my head within 30 feet. So I'm actually technically a terrible lookout.
It is okay. You are short. I can see over you.
Thank you. Tell me about yourself, Sniff. What's your hopes, your dreams, your wants?
I dream to be a captain or a leader of a crew.
Good job. You joined a ship. There you go. This is the only place you can sail in Revon. I'm told that it was cooler to sail in other universes by Outlanders.
Those stories always did intrigue me of the Outlanders being able to sail around the worlds.
Around the world. You know, I've heard tales of dragons that have sailed over the edges of the continents from one side to the other. And they say there's just a mist bank. That this whole thing is just flat. I had a conversation with an Outlander in a pub once where he assured me the world must be round, and I don't know, man. I don't see it, you know? Like, I get the curvature effect and all that stuff. Like, the math isn't that hard to figure out, but, like, you know, if there's nothing beyond the fog banks, can it be said to be round if we can't see the concept in which we don't see? I suppose particle physics would suggest that, you know, just because we can't see it doesn't mean we can't infer through natural physics and other things else, but, like, you know, it's just really weird in a world where we can't see the back end of things, you know?
It is because we are tiny.
What was that?
It's because we are tiny.
Hiding?
Tiny.
Oh, tiny, insignificant. We don't matter. Yeah, that's a little reductive. Do you think tiny things don't deserve to live because they're less important?
I never said anything about living. It's just we can't know the full scope of things. Like, what if there's stuff beyond the sky or beyond the ground?
Well, I believe that's the state of all creatures. Don't you think the gods, or whatever gods lay beyond Revon, think to themselves at night, oh, what's out there beyond that? And they probably have concepts of, like, infinity, where that's, like, God plus, you know? That kind of thing. There's, like, gods beyond gods beyond gods, and it's all just, you know, one big layered doll toy that you open it up and there's another doll inside, and you feel like the smallest layer, but then you look down at ants and realize that you're just the middle doll on an endless tier of things put back together.
Like I said, the world we live in is too large for us to comprehend, for we are tiny in its eyes.
I think that's an excuse not to try to understand the fundamentals, though.
What is there to understand?
Well,
you are here to live and enjoy life.
Well, I think the question becomes fundamentally, what are we living for? What do we live for? What do we strive for?
I live for pillage, injuring.
He's gonna turn and look at you, and then he's gonna, like, quietly look back. Be like, oh, okay.
We all have our reasons for living.
Is it pillet? Okay. Just gonna be quiet, unless you want to start talking to him again, which I assume Sniff is not going to continue the conversation.
Nope.
Okay. Sniff making all the friends for the party. Yeah. Anyone else? So you guys see the ship's gone back to it. She's in the crow's nest over here, or the raven's nest, as it will now be called. Benjamin's up on deck, just sleeping underneath the ballista. Shortpaw Gold's going down the ranks, shouting at his sailors. Two of the sailors are gonna come onto deck and start doing an arm wrestling competition, and inviting some of the other commoners up to go ahead and see that. So they're doing a card competition. The cards are gonna start up back down in the lower decks, and the people are gonna go back into their room that you're gonna see down the hall there, and he's gonna take 2 of his followers with him. And in a couple minutes, people that are in the main cabin are going to be forced to sit between Savannah's puke room and what is unmistakably the sounds of an orgy forming with the Keeper cult. And I'm not going to lie, it's a weird orgy. It sounds like a Cthulhu-based orgy because there's a lot more slithering and weird sounds coming from the cabin than normal.
Oh boy. I'm going to go up on deck. I'm going to sit next to Benjamin. And I'm just gonna take out my pipes. I'm gonna start playing and see if he's gonna join in.
You guys will howl together on the front deck there for a bit.
Okay, good work.
Captain Shortpaw Gold looks like he wants to come over, and then he's just looking at you and this big black dog playing the pipes of haunting, which are kind of, even if you're not trying to trigger the effect, are pretty scary. And he's just gonna think better of it and walk away. Sikes, Liv, where are you guys at?
Sykes probably steering clear of that orgy, in all honesty. That sounds awkward. But he'll probably go up to the poop deck and honestly spend some time in the gourd with himself.
Yeah. Do you go, so you just, where do you leave the gourd?
It's right behind the captain's wheel.
Yeah, you just set it down?
Yeah.
Do you know if somebody moves the gourd?
Yeah, I can see in here out of it.
Yeah, you can see out of the gourd, right? Yeah. After a bit, a sailor is going to come and just, pick up the gourd and start fiddling with it.
Okay.
He's going to try to drink out of it, see nothing's in it, and then he's going to try to go over and fill it up with rum. Does that, enter your area?
I guess so.
So yeah, literally a tidal wave of rum is gonna start pouring into your gourd.
It's kind of a good thing.
It's not a bad thing. It's not a bad way to go. That said, fun fact, rum, if you swim in it, you will sink because it's like quicksand.
Well, I'm gonna get a couple gulps in, and then as a free action, burst out of it.
Oi! What the fuck? There's a man in that bottle!
That's what I'm fucking saying, you piece of absolute garbage! How dare you fill up my house with rum? Do you have any respect for other people's property at all?
I needed a place to put the rum. Where's the rum?
Put it in your mouth, not in the thing that's on the entire property.
I can't put all my rum in my mouth at once. What if I need more rum tomorrow?
That's what you drink tomorrow, man.
Where'd my rum go? Is it in there?
It's mine now, dude. I don't know where it's going, actually.
No, fuck
That's
you,
kind of
mate.
a mystery of life. That's kind of a mystery of life.
You give me my rum back. That's my rum ration.
Okay.
That's my one day.
Chill.
I don't give
You're
a
the
fuck
one
about
who's
this.
assaulted me here. Let's not turn the tables.
You're some bloke in a magical bottle. I don't give a shit what you say. You just popped
And
out a
you're
bottle.
some
I don't know
sailor.
how to teleport
And
that.
you're some sailor on a ship. I don't give a fuck what you say.
What do you mean, some sailor? You're on my boat. Fuck you, mate.
Wait, who? No, I'm on the captain's boat. This ain't your boat.
What? It's my. I don't take ownership as a sailor. It's anybody's.
Mr.
It's
Too
my
big
ship.
for his britches.
My blood is in the wood, mate. I've done battle on this ship. Now you tell me who you are.
Oh, my name is Silver. So, if you don't mind, please kindly vacate my area, and I gotta leave.
Not before I get my rum, mate.
Go get your own rum.
No, fuck you. I poured my rum in your gourd. I need my rum back now. Give me the gourd.
Alright, so I'm gonna do some sleight of hand. and then minor image, like I'm gonna turn my back to him, and I'm gonna cast minor image, and I'm gonna point a little like bottle of rum, right, or like a little like pour of liquor onto the floor, behind him, so he turns his head and I'm throw it away.
You're gonna throw the rum away or the bottle?
No, I'm not throwing anything. I'm minor imaging a bottle.
You're just throwing the whole bottle over the side just so he thinks
What?
you did.
No, I'm not throwing
Sorry,
the bottle.
sorry. Explain one more time. I'm so sorry. I apologize.
I'm using the spell to make make a bottle appear behind him.
Got it.
Or if it says just create a sound, I'll create the sound of rum pouring.
Yeah. So he's gonna turn around to look at the rum.
And then I'll run away.
You're just gonna run away.
Yeah, I'm just gonna avoid him. I have the broom. I'll just fly away.
Oh yeah, easily enough. You can fly away. Yeah, and he's like, "Oi, oi!"
I guess I'll go to the crow's nest.
You'll come over here to the crow's nest, and as you're doing, you watch that the captain's gonna come back over, and he'll go back to work as the captain takes notice of him doing stuff.
Asshole. Oh, hey, Steph. Fucking assholes down there.
Yeah. Our rum is very sacred to us.
Well, it's mine now.
While you're up here in the crow's nest, do you mind sharing a little bit of that?
Sure, man.
Yeah, thanks. He's gonna take it and he's gonna literally like almost peel back a leaf of the garlic on the top of his head and pour a little rum into the top of his head. And he's gonna be like, "Oh, yes." I mean, everything kind of tastes a little garlicky to me now, but you know, I don't remember what food without garlic tastes like, so that's an experience. He's gonna pass it to you, Sniff.
I'll take a swig.
Yeah, get it all out of my house.
The thing I'll say about this rum is it's made, you can't actually grow sugarcane in Revon because of cloud cover. So the rum is actually beet rum, which is made from kind of beets and in-ground tubers, which grow in more cold air environments. So it's actually quite sweet as you drink it down. It's almost like kind of like a beet margarita, which is not what you're expecting, Sniff.
Oh, this is what they call rum. I might as well piss in a bottle.
True.
Never had real rum. I know that a lot of the sailors were Outlanders that came here. That's kind of how the tradition started, because most Revonites didn't know how to build boats because we kind of lost the craft, seeing as we didn't have need for oceans and stuff. So, yeah. It's funny they call it rum, though, still, you know? It's really something unto itself.
The universal language.
He pours some more in the top of his head and then passes it back to you, Sikes.
I keep drinking it until it's gone. Gotta get out of this.
Make me a Constitution saving throw on your broom.
Okay. Well, I'm sitting in the crow's nest now.
Okay, yeah, you pulled out the broom. Yeah, you're used to the way to prep that.
Well, I
Yeah,
said I was talking to Sniff.
You're a little drunk,
think-
but you're fine. You're fine. You're capable. You're walking around. You're the cool part of the night drunk.
Alright. I'll spend some time talking to this Scarlet kid about some kind of heavy concepts.
If it's gonna groan.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's interesting. Liv, what are you up to?
I think I'm just gonna hang out below deck with Savannah in the fugue room. Yep, I'm gonna try to sleep.
Yeah, it's kind of hard. She's good, but she's kind of making like this mewling cat noise, and she's just kind of in there, and she's like alternating. She's not cleaning her own vomit bucket, so it's kind of overflowed, and the room smells bad. So you can clean up if you'd like, Liv, but you can also just try to.
I'm gonna try to sleep.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna avoid it.
Every once in a while, she's like, "Oh my god!" and she sticks her head in, and she's like drinking holy water that you guys have all bled in. Like she's just trying to rehydrate. She is not looking good.
I'll give her another guidance.
Yeah. Okay.
Every so often.
Is there anybody that wants to do? An event's about to happen, but does anyone else want to do anything before we move on to that event?
Would you say we are long resting and or short resting?
I would say definitely short. I would give you guys, with the day and everybody's trying to sleep, I would give you a long rest. Definitely, especially after that brutal fight before. So if you guys want to take your spell slots back, stuff like that, it's gonna get into night as you guys are moving along. Is everyone sleeping in their cabin, or how are you guys doing it?
Yeah, I'll sleep in the cabin. I'll go back down and sleep back down.
I've built up an immunity to the smell now. You know, if you just don't leave a room, it kind of doesn't bother you after a while.
As you guys crack above dawn, in the distance, you're gonna see something overnight. Make me a perception check, Sniff.
Camera. Wow, that's that's a nut one.
Okay, we're gonna remove the art that you definitely didn't see. My bad. Yeah, you're good. Everything is hunky-dory to you. Totally normal.
Yeah.
You know, life's
The
good.
rum.
It's great.
Yeah,
Yeah,
night. First day on the job, I don't really know what I'm looking for.
Night passes interestingly. There's a couple of bumps in the cabin overnight as something seems to be bumping the bottom of the boat over and over rhythmically as you guys are moving along, but everything's cool. Chill, even. Very chill as you guys proceed on. And then it's the next morning. The bells will be ringing as the people come awake. And Sniff, you're on your night watch. Garlic Boy's sleeping in the crow's nest because he just likes to stay outside. And plus, if he goes below deck, he kind of makes the entire ship smell like garlic. And he's been a Garlic Boy long enough to know to avoid situations like that. So he's just up
I
there.
feel like they would
and-
appreciate. I feel like they would
It's-
appreciate the garlic over the vomit.
Yeah. If you tell him, he'll go downstairs.
He's not bothering me right now.
Yeah. He's asleep.
Yeah.
Sniff, in the morning, make me one more perception check.
Okay, it can't be worse. Okay, that's a 10. Wow.
In the morning, as you see it, in the distance, maybe 400 feet away, you see the massive black shape of a black dragon take off and scoot along the edge of a sunken forest. By sunken, I mean the swamp. It's a swamp where they have trees growing out of the base of the swamp, and you see this dragon circle about and then land on a bramble island over to the side.
I'm not gonna ring the alarm. I'm just gonna look over the crow's nest and just yell to the captain. Is the dragon friendly?
Fuck no!
Could I ring the bell?
No. In fact, matey, we need to be as silent as possible. That then there's one of the hags.
I'm just gonna give a thumbs up then.
If she comes over, she'll burn this ship to tinder.
Another thumbs up.
They'll actually put a muffler over the bell, and everybody and all the sailors will be quiet. If other people are going to wake up at this point, you can go up and interact if you'd like.
I'll go up and onto the deck at least out of
Yeah.
the cabin because the vomit smell.
They have breakfast set up, so it's the morning breakfast is going to be a grain-based porridge with you see that it's kind of like a root grain, so it's maybe like carrots and vegetables that have been prepped in like a salt solution, so it's like very salty vegetable stew, which is a style of things that, again, tuber-based vegetables that have been salted to create this thing. It's very salty, and then they have these yucca biscuits, which are like kind of yucca style biscuits where you've again kind of scraped out of tree, like almost like shaved coconut that have been ground down and made into ship's hardtack.
Yummy.
It's not good. And then he puts, but they do give you another serving of beet run.
top off the one I already have.
Yeah, it's like a tablespoon too. They give you like a tablespoon of rum.
I think that scene, the rum portions, I'll take out my endless plum wine flask and offer it to the people on the ship as they're getting food.
Are you offering it to the sailors?
Yeah.
You
being
are
friendly.
quickly the most popular person on this ship. You literally have an endless amount of wine. You roll me. No, you don't need to roll persuasion. No, you're just instantly liked. How about that? There's no rules. You just brought booze to a booze party. You're king of this moment. Like, people like Alpha. The sailors now. Alpha. The sailors will remember this.
Good.
Sniff. As people are coming up, do you tell them about the dragon? As you come up on deck, the captain will approach each of you and shush you. He's like, "Dragon to the dragon to the north. Everybody, be quiet."
Noted. Thank you.
I'm just gonna keep a trained eye on that dragon. Watching it.
Garlic
But every once in a while
too.
looking out forward, but then looking back at it.
You figure that's her. Sorry, you figure that's her.
Do you know of any other dragons in the area?
Dragons are native to Revon. It appears the Death God can't outlander a dragon here, so the only ones that are native are the ones that survive the first apocalypse. I can never tell. Is it the first or just the first apocalypse? I can never tell if Revon has had 3 apocalypses or 2. I think it's 2, and there's really like 2 apocalypses that are really close together. Depends how you look at it. Yeah, I mean, it looked like a black dragon to you, right? Sorry, I can't see that far.
It's definitely a black dragon.
And it's
Okay.
got to be her.
Like I said, there's no other option other than for it to be her.
Let's be quiet. He sinks down into the crow's nest.
I would. Thank you.
Yeah, the morning will pass on if everybody's good. Does anyone want to do anything? Yeah. All right, you guys continue on for a little while. By midday, the captain lets everybody start talking again, as you guys have moved past where the dragon was. Sorry about that. It's very quite... She passes out here and burns ships every once in a while and claims the treasure. She's one of the 3 of the hag sisters, I reckon, that black dragon.
What happened to the other 2?
The sisters, again, by the nature of hags hate each other. They form covens based on mutual interest, in my experience. But hags have different various purposes. Whatever power made them come here, and I've heard claim they've been a cardinal beast, and I think they must be, but at the same time, whatever power made 3 hags agree with each other to come here must have been pretty hefty. But I'm sure once they came here and became cardinal beasts, they continue to disagree. It's said that they're able to maintain their coven over long distances, and as soon as that was possible, I assumed all 3 hags would not be next to each other. Typically, hags have to be close to each other to maintain their casting powers. They need the circle, but the black tier hags can cast spells over any distances. You'd have to kill one of the hags to break their coven.
And they have a problematic ability of shapeshifting, as I believe the mayor said that one of them lives inside the city of Blackwater.
That's rumors. I'd be careful about that. Was it Mayor Quartang? Well, obviously,
I
there's
don't
only
know
one
that we
mayor.
ever.
Well, there's a bunch of them.
I don't know that we
question.
ever got
You-
the mayor's name.
Quasi Quartang.
I think, yeah.
Named after the British dude that crashed the economy. Sorry, I thought it was a cool name. I stole it.
I'd like to turn to Benjamin and be like, "You're very astute."
He's gonna look at you. Make a check real quick. Do you think you are smarter than Benjamin Alpha?
I would not assume as much. He's a good boy.
Yep. Okay. Yeah. As midday comes about, you guys will begin to hear scraping along the bottom of the boat, and it'll be bumping and rocking. And you see in the distance that you're approaching, you see that there's actually a small island. Sniff, with your perception, with your passive perception, you're able to see that there's kind of a reef of ships ahead.
I'm gonna lean over the edge and just yell, "Land ho!"
Captain's gonna call up to you and be like, "What is it?
Land.
Is it land? There's no land out here on my charts." Sorry. There's no land out here on my charts.
A circle of islands.
Did you hear what I said? Because I said boats.
Oh, boat? I thought you said islands. Okay.
No, I said sorry. This is just miscommunication. Yeah, it's you tell what it is. It is what appears to be a couple of ships that have run into each other, if that's possible, like 3 ships that have crashed into each other.
Then shipwreck looks like 3 ships.
Shipwrecks outside! Everybody out! And the ship is going to redirect and start heading towards them. Towards. Yeah, that's the captain's words. He's not a pirate. If there's people at sea that are hurt, he's gonna try to go investigate.
Okay.
Yeah, he's not evil,
Sniff
you know.
has the wrong idea.
Yes.
Yeah. Like, he will try to go investigate as he does that. Actually,
Silver, on the flip side, is pleasantly surprised.
does anyone want to insight check the captain as to his motive? I'll tell you.
Sure.
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 Why not?
Who's rolling?
Oh.
There you go.
I'll let everybody go. Yeah.
Everybody.
Silver. I mean, let's go with Alpha, actually. No, I mean, Silver's gonna know, too. Silver, I mean, there's probably goods in the hold of that ship.
Oh, hey. There you go.
You know? So, like, it pays to help survivors sometimes, because you can loot them and save people. And then you could just keep their stuff, you know? So... Yeah, Sniff, yeah, like, it's risk. I don't know that your character would be annoyed at the notion that he's going. Because the captain is, if any of the passenger asks, will say, "I'm doing this to help people," but you probably see the underlying being like, "I'm gonna make a buck here. Let's go." Yeah.
Silver just deflates.
Was there a bright light of goodness in this world and you just lost it? No, I'm just kidding.
Gone.
Yeah, just
Travels
dark.
with this group. That doesn't exist.
Oh my god, Jesus, Silver. Yeah, so as you're doing that, as you're sitting there, you're able to see that as you approach with your passive perceptions as high as they are, several of you will be able to see that the ships have essentially been crushed and then piled on top of each other, as if some mad giant baby was playing with toddlers' toys and stacked toys. You see that there are no bodies on the ship above deck line, and you see that the ship has been each of the tops of the ships have been bathed in blood. And at several points there seems to be smoking. Not actual fire damage, but actually like if something flammable struck the side of the ship and left like kind of smoking charred ash remnants. The ships have all individually been crushed, but not completely destroyed, and they're just stacked on kind of this little, like kind of this high tide little area where it's still below water, but you can see that it's like a shallow sand shore, so that the water's only about 5 feet deep, where all these ships have been stacked. You can get out and investigate if you'd like, but the captain is gonna be like, I got a bad feeling about this.
I'd like to look up and see what Raven's doing, how she's taking in the scene.
She's ravening.
Just
You are. I mean, give me an insight. It's a bird. You hate birds.
that's a 10.
And
Her insight is to steal.
It's
Hard
yeah,
to
I mean,
read.
It is hard to read birds. Birds have a lot less facial motions to give. So yeah, no, it is difficult.
They're such low rolls.
Yeah. What do you guys want to do?
Can I blast the like smoking char with the decanter and see if anyone?
What's the
comes up
range of the
from below
decanter?
deck?
Put it in chat.
Just a second. 30 feet.
Oh, 30 feet. You're definitely going to have to get out in either a dinghy or swim for it to get over there to the island to, like, shoot it. So you'd have to disembark and get over there. Yeah. Is anyone saying no? Anyone wants to go investigate the smoking ship?
But saying yes.
I trust the captain.
Yeah.
If he thinks it's a bad idea.
Fair enough.
So, yes. If you guys want to, I don't want to override a character if they want to go on an adventure. So, like, let me know. But, like, I think people are head turning away mostly. Is that okay? Sikes, you
Looking
okay?
at this,
Yes.
it seems like there would be like 0 survivors anyway, right?
Yeah, 100%. That's your entire...
Like my best, like Silver's best estimation is like there's like nobody who could survive that.
Yeah, 100%. And I'm just, even with your passive insight, no. It looks like a god, like an angry god came down and played with ships like toys and banged them around. If nothing else, people flying around the inside of that hole would be mush.
Okay. No, Silver won't argue with turning away.
Yeah. You guys will turn past it, and the captain's like, "All haste, sails, mast. We're going high. We need to high winds. We gotta get out of here. I don't like the look of that. Arr. Sniff."
What?
Liv, what do you ask?
Oh, what do you suppose did that, Captain?
There are many monsters in the lake of black tears. Many things that can kill you. Hags, misbegotten humans affected by hags, black dragon hags. But yes, there are some beasts that have lived deep here and have lived even through many catastrophes. Many multi-headed monstrosities from all the corners of the worlds come here and make their homes in the Lake of Black Tears. It is not for the faint of heart to ply the trade here, and it is only for the true sea dog that must be trapped here in Revon in this landlocked state that would choose to ply the waves of a place like this. Oh, you asked me a question, didn't you? Oh, yeah, it's probably like a lake monster or something. If that's
Like
descriptive.
a skin-crawling black giant thing?
No, most likely it's, I don't know, like some sort of midi-headed tentacle hydra monster. Most likely is what I've heard. But
one of those.
let me tell you, as a sailor, don't trust us because we make shit up all the goddamn time. I myself am an excellent liar. You wouldn't know.
Liv will just hang out next to the harpoon.
Yep. As time moves on, Sniff, as you guys move away, you'll see at the back of the boat a shadow beginning to form in the water behind the back of the boat.
Is it coming from under the water, like there's something close to the surface of the water falling behind us.
Yes, there is a creature in the water following behind the boat that is at least 3 times the size of the boat. 3 times.
Alright, I'm just gonna yell, Captain, we're being tailed underwater.
Are we be fucked? Open to suggestions.
I mean, we're in full mast. The only other thing I can think is put the wind behind us and hope we can outrun it.
Aye. Everybody, throw your pocket handkerchiefs to the wind. Every strip of canvas I want up, I want maximum speed here. And load the cannons and bring out the spears. Everybody get armed. We are about to partake in some form of combat. I do not know what is tracking us, but God help me if there's anything loving and cuddly in the sea of black tears. Yeah.
Alright.
As you do
Alright.
this, you guys see that the creature is slowly gaining, coming around, and is catching up. Is there any preparations you guys want to do?
Yes. Sikes would like to go to the crow's nest.
Yeah, you're able to fly up there easy.
That's
I'm just gonna cast False Life on myself.
Perfect.
That's sweet temp HP.
Oh yeah,
I'm
you gotta love
gonna
that.
tap the captain with guidance.
Thank you, lass. And to think, my men all thought you were an old bag.
Oh, I am, sir.
Aye. It's what's valuable about you. Anyways, get to somewhere where you can shoot something. And you see that the soldiers are going to go around and start manning the existing cannons on the decks below. Just to be honest with you, so here's how this is going to work. The helmsman, there's positions here. They're going to man the ship without you guys if you guys want to fight on top of the ship, but you can take over certain positions. They're going to arm a singular ballista at the front where they'll load and fire the ballista, and then the cannons down here, they will arm them as well. The helmsman can steer the ship, and they have it at full speed currently, so you'd have to interact with the masses to change the existing speed. You guys have the wind behind you, so you are moving at full speed, which is about I believe it's about 60 feet of movement, so maximum speed going forward. You can turn, if the person at the wheel can turn the ship and do anything you'd want along those there. You can also, the captain can order the men below deck to fire, but you could probably, maybe in a situation, command them to fire as well. They have armed the cannons on the left side of the ship, so if the ship was to cup left, it could shoot the thing behind it if it came out of the water. Any questions?
No. I'm just gonna take a quick little bump and cycle. And by little with cycle.
Yeah, can I have a little sniff of that too?
By all means.
Let's go.
Make me a Constitution saving throw.
Blue. 7.
Oh, we're gonna deal with that later.
Nice.
Liv is gonna try to tie herself to the ship with some rope.
Okay. Are you tying yourself in the position by the harpoon
Like,
gun?
lots of room, but like enough so that I couldn't like fling into the water.
Okay. Good idea. The
Maybe to,
creature
like, here.
is going to begin to come out of the water. As you guys see, you see that it's almost like the shadow splits and 5 serpent-like creatures begin to slide around the outside of the boat, eking along, easily flying through the water. It's much faster than the existing ship. And as you pull along at the fore of the ship, one of these creatures will emerge, putting its weight into the manner of the ship, and you see emerge from the waves a massive snake-like creature. It is a gargantuan creature, at least twice the size of the ship. And as it comes out, you see multiple snake-like creatures. You don't see a main body, but you believe that this is some form of eldritch sea-like hydra that is coming around, and the snake-like feet. Everybody, roll me initiative.
Oh shit.
5, like usual.
Hold on. Sorry, guys.
19.
Don't roll. 2 seconds. Sorry,
Don't
guys.
roll. Does that mean I get to reroll?
That does not mean you get to reroll. I would not. Why would that happen? Come on. Sorry, let me fix one thing. All right. Excellent. Okay, go. And sorry, guys. Running counter. Okay. Ah, Silver. I'm so sorry.
Wow.
Everybody,
That's
go
what
ahead
I
and
get
roll.
for
You're good to
waiting.
go.
That's what I get for waiting.
Oh, come on. It's not my fault.
It 100% is.
Oh. I'm so sorry. Alpha is an 8. Sorry, I just have to enter manually. Sometimes it populates pretty well, and sometimes it doesn't. And Liv was a 5. And what was Silver was what? A 1. Oh yeah, that's right. Sorry, I didn't mean to drag you through the mud like that. Okay. Yeah. First up is the captain on the ship. His ship has been stopped, and so the wheel, because this main Hydra here has stopped the existing ship as its head came above water. There's 2 heads currently above water, one at the tail and one at the prow. It appears the main body is beneath the water, and it's come up and it's got within 5 feet. These 2 commoners are going to flee, having really good fear, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. They're going to attempt to bang on the captain's door, which is locked. The sailors is going to go first. He's going to vainly try to draw the prow, and they're going to use the ship's ballista to try to shoot the Hydra in front of them.
Come on.
Big moves.
Sorry, 1 second. Sorry, guys. Just 2 seconds here. Oh, come on, you piece of shit. Oh yeah, let's get better battle music too. There we go. Here we go. All right. Yep. Sorry, guys. I should have had this prepared. Fuck. Sorry, I have a couple things breaking. We're gonna be fixed. 2 seconds here. There we go. Excellent. All right. Yeah, the ballista will fire. 13 to hit, which will fire, and the incompetent sailors will miss with the ballista as it fires, and it'll glance off the iron scales of the Hydra as it hits the front of it, and this creature will then roar as it's been fired at. No one could hear that because it was flamethrower is at you. The ships below deck are going to hold their actions to fire their guns if something becomes in line of that. And then next in the order is going to be Sniff at the top of the nest.
Alrighty. I am going to draw my musket and I'm gonna shoot at. Is the one in front like holding the ship, or is it just kind of leaning against it?
It's in the way. You can't really tell. It doesn't really have arms, so it's not embrace the ship, but it's in the way. Yes. So it's like a snake body. So the snake got in the way and it ran into the ship. That said, you can't see what's happening under the ship, and you think this is like similar to a Hydra.
I'm gonna shoot at the one in the front with my musket. Oh, I'm taking the
12 will not hit.
Okay. No, that's a very good shot. Then I'll just use my second attack with my pistol. 24 to hit.
Will hit. Roll damage. Try to roll damage at the same time. Sorry.
12 damage.
12 damage. Just double check something. Yep.
And I'm gonna. Can I use my movement to slide down the ladder and get back onto the deck?
Easy enough. You can slide down a rope and come straight back onto the deck.
And that is my turn.
Excellent. Next up in the order is Sikes.
Yeah, Sikes
High
is
rollers.
going to- Sikes is going to cast a really good spell called Eldritch Blast at the same one that Sniff hit. Ben. 19 to hit.
19 will hit. And it'll be how much damage? 4 plus 3 is 7 damage, yeah. And that's 8. Yeah, gotcha.
That'll be it for Sikes.
Alright, next up is the Hydra's turn. And as you see, several more Hydras are going to emerge from the waves. 5 heads in total that are going to emerge around the ship. And it will roar again. All of the heads are going to make attacks. The Hydra has 15 feet of reach. So the Hydra, the foreground, is just going to attempt to use its action to grapple the ship, which it will succeed at. This Hydra is going to attack Liv. Uh, 16 to hit. Well, that will not hit Liv, correct?
Correct.
Yep, so it bites in, misses. The other Hydra is going to reach across and attack the sailor on the ballista, which will be a 19 to hit, which it will. And it will grapple him and pull the sailor off the deck. Which I'm going to leave him here because my Hydras are covering my sailors. Yep, so it pulls him up into the air. This one is going to move forward here, and it's going to attack and kill one of the commoners. And this one's going to try to push up here and try to attack the helmsman, which it'll attack. 25 to hit. It will take a bite out of the helmsman and swallow him whole, and he's dead. Yeah, and that is the Hydra's turn as it sits there. And next up is Raven's turn, and she is going to cast... She's going to cast Sunbeam on the Hydra directly beside her. So the Hydra needs to make concentration. No, she's not gonna cast Sunbeam, sorry. Yeah, Raven's gonna dive into the waves, and she's going to turn into a giant alligator, is actually what she's going to do. And she's going to bite the Hydra on that side. If I could remember how to spell alligator. Okay, yep. She turns into a giant... Actually, she's going to turn into a giant shark and bite it for 23 damage to the head on that side. That's her turn. Next up is Alpha.
Alright, I am going to move slightly up so that I am within 30 feet of all them hydras. And I'm going to let out a long doot from the Pipes of Haunting.
Do it.
Okay, DC 15 Wisdom. Hopefully this frees up the ship. The one that was grappled is up here, right? One of these three?
Let's go.
Hold on.
Well, he was grappling F-Sailor.
So... Okay. Yeah, you hit 3 of the Hydra heads, and the 3 Hydra heads are affected and will not attack you, but you have not affected all of the Hydra, and thus it will not flee, because it can't. The 3 heads cannot push away.
Okay, I was hoping to get...
It will, however,
lose.
the front will move aside slightly, and the ship will begin to drift forward as it's no longer grappling the ship. So the ship will begin to push forward, and the Hydra can start to swim alongside of it using movement to try to keep up. But you have released the ship to some extent.
It's moving alongside us. Good job, cannon peeps. Alright, bonus action, dodge.
Bonus action, dodge. Got it. Liv, it's your turn.
I will cast.
Actually, where can you real quick, Alpha? Where did you move? Can you show me?
Yeah, just like beyond the ballista.
I need you to show me. Move the character.
Right here.
So you moved from there.
So
and this
I was here originally.
Yeah, you were here
I moved
originally.
up a little bit.
Yeah, 5.
So
Let me just test this real quick. 5, 10, 15, 15, 15.
It's 30 range.
What do you mean? Oh, I know. I'm not worried about your range. They have 15 feet of range, and I'm wondering if you get an AoE attack, which I don't think you do.
Yeah, haven't left anything.
You entered this one's range, and you did not enter this one's range. Okay, yeah. No, you managed it. Yeah, no AoE attacks. Okay, Liv, you're up.
I would like to cast Blessed, and I will cast it on Alpha and on Sikes. Oh, Sikes. How high up is that, I guess?
Oh, where? What do you mean?
How high up is Sikes? Since you less than like 30 feet, so I'm just wondering if I
it
can
may
reach
be.
it.
Hold on. Sailboat's between 20 and 30 feet, so at most, if you're right underneath the sail, it should be a little bit more than 20 feet. So you should be able to hit him.
Okay. Bless Sikes, and I will bless Sniff as well.
Sikes.
And then Sikes, Alpha, and Sniff.
Got it.
And for my movement, I would like to move. Well, whatever direction the harpoon is, I'm assuming that it kind of moves. I'd like to crouch and keep the harpoon between me and the Hydra. So if it comes to bite me, it must bite the harpoon.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah,
That-
maybe not something that works with a creature this large, but yeah, sure. Yeah.
That's okay. Pokey thing between me and it.
Yeah, no, valid,
That's
valid
my
strategy.
ability.
Valid strategy. Silver, you're up.
Yeah. So, quick question before I cast the spell. Right.
Mm-hmm. Plus. Oh,
These are all connected to one monster, right?
Preach. You are fairly sure from your inference that it's one creature that's underneath the that's main body is underneath the body of the boat.
Okay. Cool. So, yeah, so from here, I'm going to cast Bane, and it should affect all of the tentacles if they are indeed one creature.
Correct. Bane will affect all of it.
So yeah, I'm gonna cast Bane, and that's a Charisma save.
What's it save? It does not have good charisma, so you got a good go here. What's the save?
Let me... 15. Needs to do a DC 15.
3.
Not at 3rd level?
Ooh.
Yeah, so it fails, so any attack it makes will have to take a D4 penalty.
Got it. I may just have it be the max, depending on the situation. Let's go ahead. I'm just gonna, if you're cool with it, just to make this quick, I'm gonna keep a D4 right here, if you're cool with that, Chesh.
Yeah, that's fine by me.
So I don't have to roll a digital one every time.
And is this guy being grappled, and is he, like, dead, or...
No, he's in its jaws. He is alive and stabbing its face, but he is not, he is alive, and he's in its jaws, grappled.
Can't help that.
I'd also like to
Yeah.
say this too. These creatures are, like, the heads out of the water are 30 feet tall. It is a massive, gargantuan, Godzilla-sized monster. The boat is dwarfed by its main body. It is huge fucking mungus, and it's literally circled you on all sides in these mouths. And, like, that's the thing. When it bit the dude, it literally, like, the teeth are as large as he is, so he was able to slip inside. It's grappling him, trying to sink its teeth into him, but it literally can't because it's just so big. It took a chunk out of the wood as it was trying to grab him. Yeah, so hold on. That's Silver's turn. Anything else, Silver?
No. That'll be it for me.
All right. At the end of the turn, it's going to take a legendary action, and it's going to fling the sailor 40 feet out into the water. It's just going to spit him out into the water.
Not grappled anymore.
Yep. Savannah's turn, and then it'll be the swashbuckler. Unfortunately, it's still not within range of any of the guns on the ship, but this swashbuckler is going to reload the cannon. This guy is going to take... Actually, let's figure out how much damage he's going to take, because he takes... For every 5 feet thrown... Hold on. Fling. For every 5 feet thrown, he takes a d6. 10 feet, so 4d6. So he will take 6,
I
7,
know,
8,
I was like, damn,
9,
that's
10.
harsher than falling.
Yeah, well, it's an ability, so it does damage. 7, 8. He flings him with force into the ground, and he hits the water. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 13 damage to this sailor out there. But he's still up. He's still alive. He's just out there in the water like, help me! Yeah, that's the swashbuckler's turn. They can't move the mast. The captain is going to run, and I think he's going to leave this Hydra's AoE, which is going to trigger a Hydra attack on the captain, which will hit for 17 damage, and the captain will get picked up by the Hydra.
I'm guessing a D4 would still hit the captain.
Oh, with a 26, yeah. I mean, even I maxed, like it would have been a 22 to hit. So, yeah. Sniff, you're up. The captain is hanging in the air, screaming, "What the fuck?" And he's trying to pull out his rapier to stab the thing.
I'm going to I'm gonna use a grit point to do dazing shot with my pistol. See if it hits. That's a nat 20.
Well done.
Let's go.
So that's gonna be this plus this. So it's a 7 plus 11, which is 18 damage.
Nice.
And the Hydra has to make, and this is the one holding the captain. This is the head
Correct.
of the captain. The Hydra has to make a DC 14 con save.
What's the effect?
If it fails on a hit, the creature takes damage and must make a con save or suffer disadvantage on attacks until the end of their next turn.
It's grit. So yeah, no, shoot it in the eye. No, absolutely. Sorry, this creature can't be knocked prone or pushed because it's gargantuan. You know what I mean?
It's not being pushed.
Yeah,
or
yeah.
anything.
No,
It's
exactly. You're
just-
blinding it. Absolutely. So yeah, all that. What's the total damage?
So it's 18 damage, and it has to make a DC 14 con save.
Con is what it's good at. 9, it'll fail. By the way, that's a
Perfect.
plus
It
6
has
to
just-
con. Well done.
So,
So he'll what will he do?
it just suffers disadvantage on its next attack.
Got it. Perfect.
On attacks until the end of their next turn.
You gonna use your offhand weapon?
Actually, I'm gonna just use my
Extra.
second shot.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Oh, okay, that's gonna be a 27 to hit,
That hits. Jesus Christ.
Nice.
and that is 13 damage.
What was the total damage you did to it that turn?
20, 32, 31.
31. Oh! Yeah, you blow 2 holes into it. Any more damage you can do?
Yeah, fuck it. I'm feeling good right now. I'm gonna action surge, and I'm gonna shoot it with the pistol. Okay, that pistol, my first pistol misfired. I'm gonna use my second pistol.
You
and
do have
that's
bless.
Oh, yeah. Not that it would help that situation. 13 will
Well,
not
Yeah.
the
hit.
second pistol.
13,
Yeah.
and it's what, a D4?
Yeah, D4.
Oh, a D4, yeah.
So
16 will
3,
not hit
16?
It will not
Okay.
hit. Its AC
Oh,
is
well.
17.
Oh, okay. All right, yeah, that is my turn.
Next up in the order is, hold on. That next up in the order is Sikes.
Sikes from the Crow's Nest is going to cast Eldritch Blast again. So target the one heart that Sniff is targeting the captain. And I will hit with 2 bolts because you're level 5. 21 to hit.
Holy shit!
Nice.
10 damage. And is he still up?
How do you want to do this?
Yeah. Like right where Sniff put the big like hole in where he did, I'm gonna just like kind of like drill through that, just like a little side secondary hole that's not as big.
Awesome. Yeah, you blow a hole through its head. It takes 10 damage, and as it does so, it drops the captain, who's going to try to grab onto one of his sailors right here, and he's going to plop down in the water, and this guy will disappear as he falls down into the waves. Yeah.
Okay.
What else? Who you want to shoot next, Sikes?
I'm gonna. Was this one up here? Did Alpha move that one to the side? Like we're still actually going forward, correct? With his.
Correct. You're moving
okay.
forward, but this creature, yeah, I'll move it. How about I move it here?
Okay. Then yeah, I will target this one. Sorry, next one. I'll just blast.
Shoot.
Okay. 15 to hit.
That'll not hit. Bounces off its iron scales.
That'll be it for Sikes.
Cool.
Sikes is blessed.
Oh, gosh, yes. Oh, 19 to hit. Let's go.
Clutch.
Bless.
I just want to do
8
this.
damage.
Sikes. You're here, so you're up. How high up are you? 30 feet up?
Yeah, that's what you said.
So
Slip bless me.
perfect. Okay. Yeah. So
19 to hit. 8 damage to that one.
this one, right?
Yes.
19 will hit. Roll damage.
8 damage.
8 damage.
That'll be it for Sikes.
Perfect. It is now the Hydra's turn, and as it starts, you'll see that 2 heads will grow out of the waves as its head was cut off, and it grew back 2 more.
Guys, we need fire.
They'll also regain some hit points. And then all the heads are going to attack. This head right here is going to reach over and attack Sikes. It's going to try to make a bite attack on him.
Oh, nice. You can reach me.
It's, 30 feet up in the air. The head is literally physically 30 feet up in the air. So it's actually taller than the mast of the ship, and it has a 15-foot reach. So it can reach across and hit you. 20 to hit. 12 damage, and it's going to grapple you. This one over here, this monster right here is going to try to grab the captain again. 22 to hit, so it'll grab the captain.
Bane is doing fuck all right now.
Wait. That's actually a good point. What was Sikes? Bane is a D4.
13. Nah, it's 13. It would have been
Oh yeah. Sorry. I'll remember though. Thanks for. Please do remind me if I forget. So 22 to hit.
I'll let you
the
know
captain.
if they roll below a 20.
Hasn't mattered yet.
Hasn't mattered yet. No.
Yeah. This one's gonna grab this. He's gonna attempt to grab. Yeah, he's gonna grab this guy too. So both these heads are gonna grab the sailor and the captain, and they have them in their jaws. I'm just leave them there. This one is going to attempt to sink beneath the waves. It's actually going to lower itself down in an attempt to bite Raven and succeed with a crit.
sorry.
Holy shit, Raven may die.
Was that this one?
Yeah, that one right here.
Okay. Yeah.
So it's got Raven in its jaws too, and this one is going to... Can it reach? Must... 15, yeah, 15. It's going to try to grab... Yep, crit on Alpha. It's going to reach across and grab Alpha.
No, Alpha
and
was
just
dodging, so he has disadvantage.
Oh!
And a negative D4.
Oh, that's also true. The creature has disadvantage because of my dazing shot.
That was the head that died.
The head that died,
But
yeah.
isn't it all one creature?
I
Isn't it all creature?
guess
so
I
is it
ruled
all
on
feared as
Bane.
well?
No. Fuck that. Sorry, no. Like, not heads that are not in a thing. Let me get a ruling. Hold on.
Guys, how do you kill the Hydra?
Well, I mean, if it's regaining HP, we just kill it until it reaches 0. Sorry. I don't know. Obliteration?
We have any tar? Have those cannons gone off?
Actually,
No,
Cannons
none of
doing?
them are in range of the cannons around the deck. If it moved there, you could fire the cannons.
Maybe the guys under here need to.
Yeah, okay. So it's next to CAC, it would have disadvantage, correct?
Yeah.
Yes.
That would be the sniff. Okay, so let's say the last attack it did, the first thing it did was actually attack Sikes. So let's do a disadvantage on Sikes real quick with the negative D4 here. 11. So Sikes, you're actually free. You're back up in the crow's nest. Good job. Yeah, so yeah,
Amazing shot.
that counts for that. And now let's add the D4 to the hit on... why did it have disadvantage on Alpha? He dodged. That's
dodge.
right. Let's do this again. 27 to hit with a D4 is still going to be 23 to hit, which will hit, I believe.
But it's not a
it's-
crit.
That's true.
It's
It
not a
is.
crit.
That is a big goddamn deal. I hate to say that. It's going to pick you up and pull you over there. And yeah, so as it does that, it's got you in its mouth. You are now grappled, and it did 17 damage.
Okay.
This one's got this one, and this one right here is gonna munch on another little delicious commoner. Garlic Boy is actually gonna take a turn now. And he is going to reach over and he's going to pull out a garlic clove and give it to you, Sikes. Do you have advantage?
No.
You now have advantage.
This is awesome, Garlic Boy.
Yeah, he just like gives you a piece of garlic and now you have advantage.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Next up is the Archdruid, who is currently grappled. She's going to attempt to free herself with a Raven, which she's going to use a dexterity saving. Oh, sorry, a dex check, which is 13, so she will not break it, and she is still. Hold on, let me check what it is. No, it'd be grappled. Do this. Nope, she's still grappled, so she'll fail her thing. And that's her turn. Next up is Alpha. You are grappled.
I can still attack normally, right?
Of course.
Okay, cool. That is what we're gonna do. So, I believe I have 2 attacks now. They're level 5. First attack. And I'm also blessed. Ooh, 25 to hit. 7 points of damage.
100%. 25
second
to...
attack.
So, wait, hold on.
Fuck. Oh.
Alright, 7 damage.
Yeah, the second attack is gonna miss. And then I will use my flurry of blows to make 2 more attacks for my bonus action. Damn. First attack, 19 to hit, 7 points of damage. Second attack, 16 to hit, and I am blessed. So that's going to be 17, which I believe is its AC. It's going to be another 8 points of damage. So 24 total? No. Yes.
Yeah. Hold on, 24 total
22.
damage. 22 total damage, right?
Yeah, 22 total.
Perfect. You punch, you literally are... You see Alpha flying around in the air in the mouth of this thing as it crunches down to its teeth, pushing through his chest, drawing blood as he pounds his fists on its face and cracking through the scales flying across the deck as it screams. This animal clearly bitten off more than it can chew as it tries to consume Alpha. Alpha, let's do an HP check, do it on the line. Everybody check your HP, and in a second I'm going to call everybody, make sure you know it so I can hear it then. Next up in the order is Liv. Actually, no, it's Alpha's turn, right? No, it's definitely Liv.
No,
Oh yeah, no. Oh no, it's actually okay. Actually, here's what's gonna happen. The creature is gonna use a legendary action, and you're gonna see that energy is starting to build up. Electricity is gonna run up and down the creature's body, and it's gonna begin building energy, and its eyes will glow. Liv, it's your turn.
I hate that. Where on a ship can I find something to make fire? Would I be able to go down below deck?
First off, all the cannons have lighters on them to ignite the thing. There's gunpowder on deck. The ballista has fire. You can get fire anywhere, pretty much.
Okay. This guy,
There's
this
oil.
thing over here?
Yeah, you can get oil. You can get whatever you like.
Yeah. Where's the nearest
Gunpowder.
oil?
Yeah, there's oil lamps all over the deck. You can get them and smash them, whatever you want to do.
Great. As far as I need to go, I would like to grab some oil. Or actually I guess I'll just grab a lamp, and I would like to chuck the lamp at this guy.
Yeah. So, yeah, you chuck the lamp at it and roll an improvised weapon attack.
Ooh, what is that?
It's gonna be
Yeah.
improvised. Yeah, it's
D4, I believe.
yeah, it's gonna be like a D4 attack.
Roll a D4 2 attack?
No,
Or
no,
just
roll
a
a
20
D20.
and a
Just a
D4 damage.
D20
Okay.
with a D4 damage.
Can you do that? I don't know how to do the
No, you're
rolls on
cool.
here. Sorry.
You're good. 7, which is not gonna hit even with bless. No, she's not blessed, is she?
Mm-mm.
Silver. Yeah. No, you're not gonna bless Liv. You would never bless Liv. Yeah. So you pitch a lantern over
I
the side of the
cast
boat.
bait.
I have the bless,
Live
but
with
I'm
the
not
blessed.
blessed.
Oh, I thought you blessed people. Did you not bless Sikes and people?
No,
I
Liv
did.
did
Oh,
that.
Liv cast. Yeah, life cleric.
Yeah, I
great
cast
cleric.
Bane.
Right. Perfect. Now, totally. That's the sides of the coin. Let's go. Yeah. So anything else, Liv?
And then I guess as a bonus action, I will create my spiritual weapon.
Perfect.
At a level, we'll do level 2. I think. Oh, it is level 2. Just kidding. Okay, 19 to hit, and 6
That'll
damage.
Yep. 6 force
Um,
damage to the creature.
And I will put it right here. Let me see if I can draw that. Oof.
As you do that, the creature will take its second legendary action. As it does so, you'll hear a roar as the buildup of electricity will trigger, and you'll see that all the heads of the Hydra will spring to life as they fizzle with electricity, and everyone inside their jaws is going to take automatic damage. Everybody inside their jaws takes 28 lightning damage.
My goodness.
Sheesh.
The sailor dies. The captain is still up, but looking worse for wear, as is Raven. Where are you at, Alpha?
I am down.
Yeah. You'll see that as he gets fried by electricity, the Hydra will swallow Alpha.
This is not a missile attack?
No, it's thunder. It electrified its old body, and you were in contact with its body. Silver, it's your turn.
So unfortunately, I can no longer see Alpha. Correct?
No, he's gone. He's slipped into that thing's gullet, and now it's looking at you like you look like a tasty, untanned meal.
I don't know how that's tasty, but all right.
I don't know. Revon people are weird. I've established that, you know? Everybody in Revon's just like a little bit weird because no sunlight and no vitamin C.
Okay, so I think I'm going to follow Liv's sort of advice here, or not advice, but her moves, and I will cast my own spiritual weapon as a bonus action on the one who just swallowed Alpha, trying to sort of like cut him out of the throat.
So you're gonna try to cast spiritual weapon on that. You're gonna fly it over there and try to cut him out, right? By stabbing it?
Yeah.
Yeah, you'll hit it for 5 damage. You're not gonna manage to cut him out, but you will do damage.
That's fine. And then I'm going to cast Toll the Dead,
Same one?
and that's a Wisdom save, and he will take a negative D4 on the save due to Bane.
Oh, he's dead. He is his. This is not an intelligent creature. Wisdom.
And because
Yeah,
it was
crit
not
fail.
physical damage, I believe the head more or less stays intact.
Oh, how much damage did it do? 9?
9.
How much damage did you do overall to that during this?
Total 14.
Total 14. Okay, yeah. It's not severed, but you do cut it. Yeah. which is not a distinction. You don't sever the head. Yeah. Next up is the swashbucklers. They loaded it on the previous turn, so they're going to turn, and he's going to try to fire the ballista at the one holding the captain. He's going to turn the whole thing around and fire the ballista real quick. 21 to hit, which will hit. It'll trigger an attack, and then it'll do 20 points of damage to the one holding the captain, which I believe is right here. The ballista fires, and you see the spear-like projectile fly out and hit the middle of the neck, and you see the Hydra start to cough. And it's going to possibly fling the captain on the next turn. Next up in the order is Sniff. You just saw Alpha get swallowed by a giant sea snake monster. What do you want to do?
Okay, so this one is at 14, and so is this one. Total damage, both of these.
Yes, they're both at 4. Sorry, yeah. Damage has been pretty spread out, yeah, but yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna shoot at the one that swallowed Alpha.
Yep.
That is a 24 to hit. That's 7 damage.
21 damage.
Yeah. I'm gonna use a grit point to. Yeah, I'm gonna use my last grit point to dazing shot the Hydra again. 17-25 to hit. Same one, 13 damage.
Hits 13 damage, so that's what's the total damage on that head?
More than 25.
Well, not
A lot.
that's
Like,
not much.
yeah. Like
More than 45 damage.
no, it's 14. 7 is 21. 34.
34. Okay, I'm gonna just be honest with you. The Hydras lose a head at 35 damage per round.
Oh, okay.
So that's if you can do another attack. But next up is Sikes, and its turn is the round ends on the Iron Skull Hydra. The round after
also
this.
It needs to make a DC 14 Wisdom save, or have disadvantage on all attacks.
Automatically fails. It has terrible
Okay.
wisdom. It is a stupid animal. If you have another move, otherwise it's Sykes' turn.
Yeah, no, that's both of my shots.
Sykes,
That's it
you're
for
up.
me.
This one is 1 point shy of losing a head. It also, you haven't done fire damage this round to it, I don't believe. Has anyone done fire damage? No, I don't believe so. If
I
fire
tried and failed.
if fire damage is done on the round, I'll explicit it can't regrow the head.
Well, first things first, Sikes is gonna get on the broom, put a hand out to Garlic Boy. This thing got really close last time. Get on the broom, Garlic Boy.
You got it! He hops on. You have advantage, remember, from Garlic Boy.
Yeah, so I guess since it's at 1, I'll just leave it until we do fire damage. And I'll shoot the one that has the captain in his mouth without the fling it.
Okay.
Shoot it with the first bolt. With advantage. Crit.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, bang. Holy cow.
Holy crap.
21 plus 3, 24 damage.
That is enough. This one will die that turn. 14, 21,
Ah.
35.
That's your first shot too, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hit the other one though.
Captain
I
will
guess I
fall
got-
straight down.
I got the other one next to him. Bang.
Get the
With
one with 1.
Oh, with the one with 1? Okay.
Yeah, because if it respawns 2, then it
Okay. Then I'll hit the one with 1
Just-
HP.
replaces the ones that you kill.
Yeah, but it's each head is gonna respond. too.
Right. Yeah.
So that'll be 4 more.
Oh, it's each?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was
Each head
just
is
2.
another head.
I mean, that's like typical Hydra. Yeah, that's true, I guess.
So I'll hit the one that this one beside it doesn't have a not a head. And 23 to hit for 15 damage.
15 damage. It'll take the damage.
Nice.
It is bloodied. You summon the magic to your hand, and you trigger the spell blast, and it shoots down. And as it does that, it blows a chunk out of the Hydra, and it screams.
Nice. Yeah, me and Garlic Boy are going 30 feet up, past the crow's nest, and then that'll be it for Sikes.
Cool. All right, as it does this, it's going to hit the Iron Scale Hydra's turn, and 2 more heads will be summoned. As no fire damage was done to it last turn, but it'll summon 1 head on the far side of the ship, which is finally going to trigger the sailors to launch their cannons. So the sailors are going to be in range of 4 of their cannons, and so they're all going to unload at once as it's going to trigger their reaction. So here we go. 11 will not hit. 24 will hit for 28 damage. 15 will not hit. 13 will not hit. 4th one.
Goodness.
16 will not hit. So all the cannons will go off. It'll do 28 damage as it hits the side of the Hydra that's on the far side. It is now very bloodied as it's looking there. The Hydra, as it's going away, it's now been significantly bloodied by the ship and launched several attacks into it. The Hydra is actually going to all of it's going to make an attack here. So this Hydra here is going to reach out and try to attack Silver.
With disadvantage.
With disadvantage.
And a negative D4.
Which will push it down. Let's roll a D4 for that one because it's close. 2, so that'll push it down to 14, which will not hit Silver. Okay, and then this other one's gonna try to attack Liv. 20 to hit, which will have it doesn't have disadvantage still. It'll have just a D4.
It has disadvantage until the end of its turn.
That's huge.
The Hydra.
Yeah.
From the grip point.
Shot.
Damn.
Yes.
Yeah, this is statistically for a Hydra, because a Hydra has so many attacks. Yeah, that's amazing, actually. Because a Hydra has 8 attacks that are going to be disadvantaged. You are about to save everybody here. Well, it's still going to hit with a 20.
Tortle.
Yeah, sorry.
Well, it could possibly not hit with the D4. Because
3,
her AC
so
is high.
17 to hit. Miss. Oh, y'all cleared that shit.
Tough
Well
old
done.
rod.
This Hydra's going to
You're
move up and try to
welcome.
bite at Silver.
Yes, thank you.
Disadvantage. 15 to
helps,
hit
though.
Silver, which will not hit, I believe.
Nope. AC 17.
Nice. This one's gonna choke up here too and try to hit Liv again with. Oh my God, there's so many crits you're missing right now, guys. 22 to hit with a D4 disadvantage, which will be 1, so
that
21
one
to hit. That
will
will hit.
What is
I'm sorry.
What is your AC?
19.
I'm gonna use my covering fire.
Oh shit.
Oh!
Nice.
So,
Yeah.
how does
that's
covering,
my
explain
last
how covering fire works real quick for everybody.
So I expend one of my ammunition that is already loaded, and as a reaction, it gives whoever I'm covering, I think, +2 to their AC.
That's correct. And they have a -1 from the thing, so she's 19, which brings it to 21, when +2 is exactly enough to hit. So you managed Liv is staying on deck. You're perfect. The other ones are going to attack as well. This one is not going to attack. It's actually going to fling her 40 feet off into the water. That'll be its action. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here is going to try to grab the captain. 26. Jesus Christ. Yeah, it'll manage it. Grab the captain. I am so sick of this shit! Actually, with 15 damage, no, 19 damage, shit, it'll actually kill the captain and swallow him as well. So the captain and Alpha have been swallowed. The creature is extremely bloodied. This one here is not within range of anybody. It is going to take its movement, and it is going to descend with its things. And so all of the heads are going to leave everyone's AoE. Well, not ranged AoE. So the heads will leave. So the 2 heads here will leave Silver's AoE. Two
Yeah.
heads will lives, and I think not Raven because she's been thrown, and I think they're almost all of them are going to leave Sikes' range because Sikes is up in the air just above the deck here. So actually no, let me just do this real quick.
I don't get a ton of opportunities.
Not with range. Actually, this one is within 10. Yeah, you don't have reach, so no, you will not get anything. Yeah, so pretty much just silver or live. You can take an attack of opportunity if you want.
Can I fire the harpoon?
Yeah, go ahead.
How do I fire the harpoon?
I'll roll it for you. Just 2 seconds here. Which one
Is
are
that
you
another
targeting?
improvised attack? Because I do have a short sword that's slightly better than that.
It is an easy enough thing. I'll let you make this for this one. It's a mangonel attack. Which one are you targeting though? That's my question. It's got to be this one or this one. This one?
Can I just shoot like straight down since I think that it's below us?
Yeah, I'll let you do it. It's not too hard to hit, and it's within the thing, and the creature's so massive it's not very difficult. 19 to hit, which will hit for 22 damage as you fire the harpoon in it.
Oh,
Holy
should have been
shit.
firing that the whole time.
The creature is now extremely bloodied.
And we're
but
attached to it, right? The harpoon, it's like Moby Dick, you like lock on.
A harpoon, no, well you see a line beginning to pull. This is a massive gargantuan creature with a massive strength score. You see the line flipping away as all the heads descend beneath the waves, carrying the bodies of Alpha and the ship's captain with them.
So I have Warcaster, which allows me to cast a spell as an opportunity attack, so I'm going
Correct.
to cast, Spare the Dying.
Okay.
So that's another wisdom save.
Hold on. Spare the dying. Are you... Isn't that touch? Yeah, it's touch.
Nope. Oh, no,
Okay.
so I don't know why I said Spare the Dying. I meant Toll the Dead.
Oh,
And
wait, sorry.
And Spare the Dying isn't touch for me specifically because
That's
I'm a
correct.
grave cleric, but I
That's
have to
correct.
be able to
See, you gotta see
who
him
I'm
within-
sparing the dying.
Yeah,
But I
exactly.
want to cast Toll the Dead on the Hydra.
Alpha's currently getting eaten, so, you know, that's not gonna work. But yeah, spare the... Go ahead. What's his save? It's wisdom. He automatically fails. It's his wisdom's shit, but, like, go ahead.
So that's 15 necrotic damage that he'll take.
He takes the damage. The Hydra is down to 21 health, but is beneath the waves. Its movement speed is 40, so it moves 40 feet beneath the boat. What do you guys want to do? Actually, no, let me just do this in order. The Raven is going to use her action to change from a shark, and she's not going to pursue. She doesn't know. Well, maybe, she was a shark most of the time. She's going to turn into a bird and fly back over to the ship and land and turn back. She's going to be like, Jesus Christ! Alpha, it's your turn. What do you want to do? Oh, no, Alpha, it's not your turn. Sorry, guys. Alpha, make me a death saving throw.
Where is that?
Roll a d20.
Yeah, you can do that, or just bring your damage all the way to 0. Or yeah.
14. Plus
But
stuff or no?
you are alive.
Okay. I'm gonna bust out of this dead thing.
Liv, what do you want to do? It's your turn.
I want to cast. No, not that. 1 second. Do. You said it had 40 feet of movement, so it moved 40
Correct.
feet away from us.
Down, straight down.
That doesn't help.
Though it is a gargantuan creature. It's still quite obvious where it is.
Okay, then I will try guiding bolt on it. Just shooting straight down.
It has 21 points of health left.
I have cross your fingers, guiding bolt. Literally never hit with that spell.
Never hit with that spell, yeah. You've literally shot like a dozen times and never
Like
hit.
in any game I have ever played.
It's that's amazing. Silver, it's your turn.
Can't move that fast.
Oh, right. So you said this thing was beneath the waves?
Yeah, it's literally
Or
gone
beneath the
underwater.
water.
40 feet. Its movement speed is 40 feet. It moved down 40 feet in a twisting swirl of, kind of like a mess of a twisting swirl of heads.
Okay. Well, can we still see it from here?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's
so
a
as I'm
gargantuan.
diving,
It's a gargantuan creature. You can see it beneath the waves. It literally is just that mess of a shadow.
as I'm diving in the water, I'm gonna cast Toll the Dead, so another Wisdom save.
You see Silver go off the side of the boat in a perfect swan dive. As she goes over the thing, she casts Toll of the Dead with inside. It will automatically fail and take 15 damage. The creature is down to 6 health.
Yep. And you know what? I'm going to recast my spiritual weapon.
As the sound of the creature screaming,
For a
You
26
see-
to hit for 10 damage.
how do you want to do this?
So as I'm like diving into the water, I'm casting Toll the Dead, and then as I'm finishing, I'm going to like look over to the two heads that I know have both the captain and Alpha, and like sort of in the middle is going to be like that great draconic silver greatsword, and it's going to like swipe and open the throats of the two, like, of the necks, and my companions and the captain are going to sort of like come out.
You cut through and you see that they're hanging on. There's two bodies that are in there. As you cut it open and the heads come out, and all of the Hydra goes limp as the tentacles and the head begin to descend in this massive ball of gargantuan monstrosity as it floats down underneath the wave, just fucking up everybody's hydrosophobia. As you guys look in and you see in the stomach through the holes, you can see it. They've both been descended into the stomach. They don't float free, it appears. The Hydra is sinking as it's a million-ton style creature. You can try to swim down after them if you want, Silver.
Wait. So, hold on.
You cut the
So
heads
my
off.
companion, yeah.
Right. And they've been sucked in because they went incapacitated into the central stomach. So the Hydra is sinking, and you cut the
I'm in
heads
better
off.
understanding of what
Yeah,
happened.
my bad. You just didn't cut.
My
cut
my
the...
description did not match what you had.
No, it's okay.
And
They
then
don't
flash.
just float free, is what I'm gonna say. They are in the stomach.
No, that's
you
valid.
You could swim down
I don't
and
need
just try
to
to go into
breathe,
the
so
hole.
I'm gonna swim.
Yeah,
I don't
swim
need to
for it.
breathe, so I'm gonna swim and try to save both Alpha and the captain.
We're out of combat. Does anyone want to try to jump in? Who else is jumping in after them?
I will.
Sniff, you jump in. You're an experienced sailor and a great swimmer. You're able to catch up here as you guys are swimming down. Both of you are swimming down into the maelstrom. Silver doesn't need to breathe. Sniff is an experienced swimmer. You guys are coming down. Sniff, unfortunately, all your guns get wet as you go into the water. As you're pummeling up here, you come up into the base of the thing, and you see that there's the throat and of the cut-off heads. Do you try to enter?
Yeah, I'm going straight for him.
Yeah.
Do you guys go into the opposite two heads? Or do you go into the
Yes.
same head? Yeah.
I
all right.
think going into the same head is fine.
Yeah, you guys both go into the same head. You crawl through, and if you guys ever seen Nope, when it's the scene where when like the creature is eating the people and it's getting sucked in through this throat, you guys are going into this tight throat and you're being constricted, and the creature's in death throes as it's actually constricting around you. Both of you make athletics check to crawl through this, to swim through this tube to try to get in there.
Ooh, that's a 7.
Gonna cast guidance on myself. For a 12 total.
Sniff,
Well.
you also
Yeah.
have a bless, which I think helps with ability. Is it ability checks or is it just
Only
saving?
saving throws.
Only saving throws.
Ah, damn! I always get that one confused.
Yeah, Bless is the weird one. Well, it's all of us weird. Anyways, yeah, so Silver, you're able to force your way through the throat. Sniff, you are not. You are underwater, trapped inside the throat of a hydra, and you are unable to force yourself free.
It's okay, I can breathe for an hour.
Are
Oh,
they
shit,
in the
can
same
you?
head?
That's right.
Can someone
Jesus
like
Christ.
push someone else?
Yeah,
through?
because you're tortoise. Yeah, you're fine. It's sinking down. Chesh, you come into a centralized chamber and you see laying there in the muck and just kind of bitten up and fucked up all to hell. You see Alpha and the captain. They're both just laying there.
Sure. So, can I see Sniff from where I'm at?
Yeah, you see him jamming up the hole of one head of the Hydra. There's another neck open where you can try to squeeze out if you want to go, or you can go in there and try to push him free.
Cool. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to like hook Alpha in one arm, hook the captain in the other. I'm gonna look at Sniff, and I'm gonna cast Water Walk on all of us. And what that will do is that will jettison all of us up to the surface of the water.
Throw it in chat. I think it's 2-2, yeah. Waterwalk's pretty awesome. Yeah, the spell grants the ability to cross many liquid surfaces, such as wicked mud, snow, quicksand. Yeah, harmless, molten lava.
Wow.
So yeah, essentially it gives you free movement, so there's no checks that you have to
pretty
make.
great.
And you grab hold of both of them, and you just shoot up through there. Sniff, you're immediately popped free as you all come free outside. You're all ejected from the neck of the Hydra, and you watch as this massive creature that you can't believe you possibly killed. You've just killed something that's 1,000 times your size, just some Godzilla motherfucker that you just rendered down into the deep as you all shoot forward and pop above the waves. And you see that the ship, because it was going very fast with the sails, is almost 60 feet in front of you. But you're able to water walk with the spell and to catch up with pretty ease and pop back onto the deck.
Yeah, so like every couple of seconds I'm like
Spare the dying.
casting Spare the Dying on Alpha,
Yeah.
Spare the Dying on the captain, and then when we finally get back to the ship, I'm going to cast Healing Word on both of them, and they will get max
As you
max
come
healing
down,
from me.
you'll see that also before you can do that, Raven will come down and she'll cast. Hold on. Well, Raven will cast some healing as well.
It's better if I do it first, because they'll get max from me specifically.
Oh yeah. Okay.
So they'll just get 7 total from me each.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay. Everybody else, as you're standing there, Raven's gonna cast Mass Cure Wounds, and I think up to pretty much the entire party can take 15 points of healing. Sorry,
Don't need it.
Yeah.
Oh, you don't
can we,
need
like-
it, yeah.
Don't need it.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm good.
oh, excuse me. I apologize. Y'all are tough. My bad.
We don't need your help.
Straight
I
into
mean-
Alpha.
Yeah, honestly. It's not that we don't need it, it's just that we didn't get hit. Except for Alpha.
How are you feeling, Alpha?
A little chewed on, but I'll make it.
Benjamin comes over and licks your face.
Oh, I feel great. I just need a full moon and then I'll be all good.
Sure, that's how that works. Anyways, you guys are aboard. Congratulations, you survived your first encounter with a monster from the Lake of Black Tears. Yeah. Everyone gains a level.
Oh,
We
let's
did it!
go.
Oh my goodness.
Woo!
Congratulations.
Let's go.
I was down to 2 spell slots because of everything that I burned.
Yeah, I was about to say, it's good. No, you guys did really well with that. That was good. Thank you for listening to the Pen and Paper Pod. We're going to end it here tonight. It's at about 9:43. Thank you for listening. Unfortunately, Ange wasn't able to make it a week, but we did have the lovely cast of myself. I'm Jack, your Dungeon Master. Sikes, played by Tanner. Silver, played by Chesh. Sniff, played by Justin. And Liv, played by Karina. And, of course, Alpha, Fishbait, played by Max. Thank you, Max. Appreciate it. Yeah. You guys have all pulled them back onto deck, and you watch as you proceed deeper into the wilds of the Lake of Black Tears in search of the hags, which you actually found a hag this episode. So,
I guess we're
Yeah.
gonna try not to attack the dragon one.
Wasn't really a discussion.
I mean,
Alright.
she needs to die though.
True.
Yeah. It may be easier to kill one of the other hags, and then it breaks the seal on their magic. So that may be key. Yeah. From everyone here at the Pen and Paper Pod, and by extension the Tuscan Shed Media, thanks for listening. Yeah, I'm going to. Oop, sorry. Jesus. Sorry, guys. Nope, there we go. From everyone here at the Pen and Paper Pod, and by extension the Tuscan Shed Media Network, thanks for listening. It's been great to be your host this night. We're going to be off next week for Thanksgiving. Thank you so much for listening, though, and we'll be back the week following. From everyone here, one last time, have a good night.